I knew I'd do that. I knew I'd do that. They missed our Wii, guys, because I forgot to unmute.
Should we do it again?
Yes, 3, 2, 1. Wee! Wee! Okay, thanks, Lark. Lark always catches when I'm muted. And hello, YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, wee! I am Ascella Vivace, magical idol, and I have, we're back with more Backstage after a year, a literal year and a month, a year and a month. Look, I am nothing if not inconsistent, so don't mind me. But I have, all right, I'm gonna out myself real quick, guys. These are my Oshis. Like you've all heard me talk about my VTuber Oshis, but you have not heard me talk about my idol Oshis. Hi, they're here. They're in front of me. Okay, so yeah, there's a story, but like we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I have to explain, but maybe I won't explain. Maybe it will just be an enigma. But you guys, this is obviously, as you can see on the screen, this is see.ker. Wait, okay, you have to correct me. Is it like, is the dot a pause? Is it like a substantial pause? Like, is it for like gravitas? Like,
no, just see.ker.
Just see.ker. Cool.
Just see.ker.
It's fun to make the pause. It's just like a contemplative like
it's
moment
just see.ker
in the middle.
Yeah.
Of
First you see, then you cur.
Exactly. Oh wait, a little loud. Hold on. See.ker. Exactly, Lark. Exactly. Perfect. See.ker. Exactly. Absolutely. But I guess I'll read this little intro and then I'll let you introduce yourselves because you're gonna do a better job at it than I am. But as per this lovely copy that was emailed to me, thank you, by the way, for being so communicative. They've been just like a dream to work with. Oh, you gave me so much stuff. Thank you. Okay, so see.ker is a 5-person transmasculine alternative idol group based out of Texas, taking inspiration from Japanese men's underground chica idol culture and boy bands of the early aughts. I remember the early aughts, and I remember the boy bands. They hope to bring a new and unique experience to indie music fans. Okay. see.ker aims to create a moment in time we can share together to discover who we truly are. I love that. I love that. Yes. Oh, hey, Pianui. Hello. Pianui's one of my regulars. Sock is one of my regulars. Those were the days, indeed. The days of, like, peak idoldom. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. So, without further ado, I guess I'll let you introduce yourselves in whatever chaotic order. I mean, you can go left or right. That's fine. They can see my screen, so. Anybody want to?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can go left to right. I know my left from right, and I'm totally not holding up my 2 hands to double check which side I'm on.
I am.
Anyway.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Ronan. I am the change seeker. You'll see a theme of us saying a little fun thing that we're seeking. And my color is... Oh my gosh, I just got my own color. Silver, technically. Well, my color is silver, but that's not on pin lights, so I'm always like, my color is... Just use white. But my color is technically silver. There we go.
Makes sense.
That's me.
That's like how my color is technically purple, but I'm just like, if you got blue, you could use it. It's fine.
Oh, I'll go next.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. My name is Neon. I'm the Wisdom Seeker, and my image color is yellow.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Hi everybody, I'm Alistair. You guys can call me Al. I'm the Soul Seeker, and my image color is blue.
Hi, my name is Levy. I'm the Connection Seeker, and my image color is orange.
Hello, I am Aristotle. You can call me Ari, and I am the Love Seeker. My color is red.
And their me's are color-coded for your convenience. Yay! No, actually, I think the me's are like the most genius thing you could possibly have done. And when they told me they were doing me's, I was like, shut up. That is... I am literally stealing this idea for everybody else that comes on here from now on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's
We're
like
innovative.
it's genius. It's genius. Because like well, I mean, I was a PNG tuber for my last 2 interviews, so I was static, right? But now I move, and so it's like I want people to not be like, I don't know. It just we improve, we adapt, we overcome.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, so where do I even start? Like I wrote up like this whole like, here's how I'm gonna talk about things. I'm gonna talk about them in this order. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you, Unknown. I appreciate it. And hello,
Yay.
Mona. Hello.
Yippee!
Oh, we love it. I gotta remember to check the YouTube chats. Okay. So, now I know I read like a little intro blurb, right? But it's just a blurb. So can you give me like a little more just high level, because we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. You've seen some of my questions. Group concept. Like give me a high level overview of kind of the group concept and the origin of the name and everything like that. Whoever wants to.
Who wants
Yeah.
to take it?
I can. So
Go for it,
Seeker's
Ari.
concept, everyone is looking for something in life, and we have just decided to very much highlight the thing we're seeking the most, I suppose. Whatever that means for each individual seeker, the one thing we have in common is that we're all looking for something, and we're doing it together. And we encourage everyone to do the same for themselves.
I love that. And that's, of course, the origin of the name. Is that who came up with the name? Like, how did that come about? Because I think it's genius. Like, I think the whole concept
Well-
is genius.
I can answer that part. So the way that so the name was originated from the founder Marius. All of the creative choices in the original like conception of the group were on his end, because the group was formed through auditions, right? So all of that stuff he conceived and then put it out on social media and opened up auditions for us.
Okay.
So like whenever we all got the link and like did the audition form, that's when we all learned of the concept.
Okay. That's interesting. Like, I think I like vaguely remember auditions opening, and like I wasn't as how do I
It
I
was
wasn't
very
as
kind
into
of
like
quick,
3D
yeah.
idols at that time. Like I've personally been through phase of like 3D idols, 2D idols, Kaigai idols. Like I go through like phases, which like I'm just in idol hell of all kinds now. But yeah, okay. And how was the audition process? Like how did that look? Was it just like send in a video and then, or was it like write a college
pretty
essay?
much. A little bit of both. It
Yeah.
was very much Marius writing it was like a Google Doc, and like send a video of yourself singing and dancing, and kind of what are you seeking for. And so it was sort of what the things that we are looking for and like why, as well as like what color resonates with you, what are things that you would do in a group setting, how would you deal with conflict, or etc. etc.
I love that. I think a lot of times you see idol groups, like Kaigai idol groups especially, that get together for like, they're my friends and we all like to dance, or like, I feel like a lot of times the origin is not like an audition, but like this is such a deliberate group, and that's something that I really appreciate about the group and the concept is that it's very deliberate. Like it's very much like, here's the concept, we're living by the concept, like we're following through with this. I mean, we get up to shenanigans, but like at the core, this is what we're doing, and that's really cool. I really like that. So I want to talk about for just a second, and let me hold on. Let me go to the. I'm gonna just hold on. I'm gonna let this scroll a bit and just kind of go through some screens that I have set up here. But I was actually introduced to you guys. I was there for your debut. I was there in
at ACON.
person
Oh my
at
gosh, an OG.
ACON. I am an OG. Yes.
When the
But-
scriptures were written?
The Church of Seeker. I am the founding, like, adherent. No, oh god, we're not going down that path. But no, but I literally, okay, there we go. That's the page I wanted to be on. So it's kind of a weird, I'm not going to get into the whole story of like how I ended up being there, but there were two specific reasons that I went to that ACON show, and it was another group that I have a friend in, and then you guys, because pretty
Aw.
much from like seeing the audition process begin and like that this was a thing that was out there, I was interested because like I think the concept of searching for something is universal, obviously, right? Like we all do have something that we're searching for, and like you guys just happen to have government assigned things that you're searching for, but like but like it, you know, it resonated with me in a way, and the fact that it was during a period when I had like, well, I can say this because you know who I am, but as a cosplayer, right? And I originally had like a very feminine-ish image where I did a lot of like girl characters. I had a girly name, blah, blah, like stereotypically feminine, right? But this, during like lockdown, right? Not that we want to talk about lockdown, but like during lockdown, I kind of came out as non-binary. And mask leaning, which is probably a surprise to some people who know me because I wear like dresses and skirts all the time, but like, haha, suckers, can't catch me. But you know, it's like, to me, thanks, Mona. Just singing in the chat. It's like singing in the rain, but better. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling, but like, it's just like, it's such a personal concept for me in like, I think there's different things that draws you to different idol groups, but just everything about your concept just like is so just like vibes with me. So I was so excited to see you live, and I was like, it's gonna be their debut and they're gonna have an original song, oh my god, or like whatever, you know. But wait, I can't remember. Did you announce that you were doing an original song before the con? Because I feel like it was like a really big deal at the performance.
I think it was day of.
Yeah, I think
Kind
we all
of.
dropped a
Because it was,
Yeah.
I remember it being like the
beforehand.
biggest shock.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that the song dropped day of.
Okay.
I
That's
think we were
probably-
doing teasers for maybe a few weeks beforehand, but the full song dropped the day of the performance.
I don't think
But-
that
well, they-
Philosopher's instrumental was actually in any of the teasers though.
Oh, really?
I don't
I
know.
can't
I think
even
it was a
remember.
different song.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was our promo music.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. We're letting the slideshow run, guys. We're letting the slideshow run. But yeah, because I just remember it being like the biggest freaking deal to me, and me being like so supremely excited about it. But like I have to fess up, because at the time I was actually working for the con, right? So I wasn't originally going to be able to attend the Idol showcase.
Aw.
And
Well,
I
I'm
was
glad you were
like,
able to squeeze it in.
I was
Yeah.
like
That's
absolutely not missing this. So I was trying to like find out the order of the show beforehand, because my department and the Idol department were in like under the same umbrella at the con. So I was like trying to figure out, I was like, who's going on when? What time are they going on, right? But I got really, really lucky, and I ended up being able to do everything I needed to do that day remotely. Up until like 3 or 4 p.m. So and everything I needed to do that day was either in that room or right down the hall from it. So I sat in the back of the A Idol showcase that year on my phone, right, putting out fires, answering questions, doing all this stuff with like my phone in one hand and like a light stick in the other, and just like that was me the whole time. But it was so worth it because
that so much.
it was
That's so real.
sometimes we multitask, you know.
Imagine though that you had like forgotten which hand had which, and you like voted with your phone, and it just went flying.
I mean, it's me. I wouldn't put that past me whatsoever.
That would've been so fun,
I am
though.
the biggest klutz, and chat knows it. I am the biggest klutz. But it was a really meaningful experience to me because I like to sing, right? I like to sing, which people know about me if they've been around the channel for a while. But I've always had like an aspiration to be an idol, but I always felt like there weren't enough like masculine idols in my particular area of the idol scene.
Preach.
At the time, there weren't that many people covering male idol dances and stuff like that. It was all
Preach.
like Love Live and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, so part one, it was so exciting to see like masculine idols for one thing, but also masculine idols that are singing. And then like, it's just, oh gosh, everything was just, it was like the perfect storm. And it was just so exciting for me. And let me just swap images here real quick because I want to talk about you know what, we're gonna slideshow it. We're gonna let the slideshow run.
Oh, the original.
The original. So I kind of loved your like the original kind of concept, and while this is kind of playing, this is gonna go through some of like the outfits, the early stuff, and a couple more pictures that I put in just will surprise you. But yeah, you're so cute, guys. It's the flavor is real. But what, I guess, what made you, hi Maza, what made you specifically like want to join in I love these pictures. When I got sent these, I was like, I love these guys. Oh my god. But what for each of you like kind of made you want to join in the first place, and like did your motivations change once you got once things kind of got off the ground and got going? Was it a consistent process for you, or like anybody can go? Anybody who
Do we
feels
want to
like...
just go from left to right?
Yeah, you can go from
Yeah,
left
yeah,
to
yeah.
right, unless you're feeling chaotic.
No, I mean, I'll start. I don't mind.
Go for it.
Okay. So for me, I've been in the Texas idol scene for around, I think, I'm not gonna do math actually. I'm just gonna say since around 2016, 2017-ish. And I've been in a few different groups. I started my own group with a friend of mine that did male idol covers there for a little bit. And then COVID and the pandemic did kill those groups,
Yeah.
sadly.
Yeah.
And then I kind of dropped out for a little bit and was mostly a photographer, a videographer for a lot of the groups that kind of kept going after, and during the pandemic, until I saw Marius's post that was like, guys, what if I was silly? What if I made an idol group? Oh, what if what if there's applications out? And I was like, to my roommate, I was like, should I apply? I was like, no, I shouldn't apply. I can't sing. I'm not a singer. But I was like, oh, wait, maybe I should apply. You know what? I'm going to apply. Just for fun and games, I'm gonna apply. I'm probably not gonna get in. Lo and behold, I made it in, and I was like, oh, we're doing this for real now. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yeah, it's always that. I was talking to somebody yesterday about like having the inability to conceptualize something until it's actually happening. It feels like one of those moments.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
like that's what it sounds like. You were like, oh, I'm in it now.
Like I'm not saying like my application like a throwaway application. Everybody could attest. I try too hard on things very often. So I think I had a good application, but I was like, I don't know what Marius is looking for, because originally the application was open to like trans individuals and like, cis people. And I was like, well, I'm not even a trans man. I'm like non-binary in like a weird in-between way. I don't know if that's gonna fit the vibes. So I was a little worried on that front. But in the end, made it in. We're all here, and I don't think that my perspective has necessarily changed much, or like my, tenacity for it. I'd say it's pretty straightforward. I don't know.
Good answer. Good
That is
answer.
a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, good answer.
Good
Good answer. Yeah. Hi, Barney. Hello. Yes, they are inspiring and wholesome. I only
thank you.
had so many. I only had so many characters on all my posts.
Oh my gosh, Hinata 71.
Hello, Hinata.
I guess I can go next since I'm next in line.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the tornado
When-
came.
Yeah, the tornado, guys. I'm in a tornado warning, so if I cut out, don't worry about it. But yeah, when I think I might be the only person who like didn't know Marius very well, like at all. I think I had met him once when I applied for Seeker. And I was really interested because I was interested in doing like original idol stuff, but obviously like none of my friends wanted to do it with me, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? So when I saw Marius put out the applications and he was like, if you consider yourself masculine, you can apply. I was like, well, it can't hurt. So I applied and I got in. And I don't think much has changed. I'm on T now, that's about it.
And you got top surgery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did get top surgery.
Oh,
Big win.
congratulations!
Win.
Yeah,
Thank you. Love to
big
see it.
win. Dang,
All I do is
yeet.
win.
We love the yeet.
Yeet the tea.
Yes,
That's what
Alex,
they say.
it was in fact a tornado warning, and we were sitting here before stream being like, is Neon gonna make it? Like,
You know, it's hailing. The tornadoes are around me. We've got the weatherman talking in one ear. It's good.
we might get a guest
Multitasking
appearance
king.
from, like, a tornado, who knows? Or Toto.
Oh,
from
that'd be
Kansas,
fun.
You know?
If you blow away, it'd
It'd
make a good clip.
clip. Yeah!
That's crazy.
And we know this channel is imminently clippable, so.
So I guess I'll go next. For me, Marius and I kind of go back pretty far. I think I knew him via like anime communities on Facebook.
Oh,
And this is when
wow.
I was in like fifth and sixth grade. I think I was on Facebook too early. But I would join like anime convention like groups, and I was going to cons when I was like 11, 12, and me and my best friend would watch his YouTube channel at the time when he was doing like his old covers and dance covers and things like that. So I kind of idolized him for quite early on. And so years down the line, like he started Melancholia, and I was kind of there for the start of that as well, and I observed from the sidelines. On my own personal channel, I've always been a singer, so I have done my own covers, and like I never thought of performing on stage by myself because I was just too nervous and too scared. And so when I saw that he was doing auditions for a group, I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's a group, and I'm not going to be alone. And it's with somebody that I know, or same thing with me. During COVID, I also came out as non-binary, so it was like a big thing for me too, is like seeking my soul and discovering myself. And here I am now, a year and so months on T, all because of Seeker. So yeah.
I love that.
Yay!
Yay! Wholesome.
Okay, I'll go next. So little bit of background on me. I actually have no prior performance experience. I have no prior singing or dancing experience. I knew Marius through. Wait, sorry. Can you guys hear me? Because my thing isn't lighting up.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
it's lighting up for me.
Okay, got it. It's probably something on my end. I knew Marius through J Fashion, the Japanese fashion community in
Yeah.
Texas, and also through seeing him perform as Melancholia. we have a pretty, me and Marius have a pretty substantial like age gap. So whenever I met him, I was a lot younger than him. Of course, it's like it's leveled out now. But I was really young when I met him, like probably 11 or 12. No, a little bit older, probably 12.
Oh, wow.
And so I've been in the, I'm 20 now. I've been in the J fashion community for 8 years, 9 years. So that's how I know him. And seeing him perform as Melancholia was super cool because I had been familiar with groups like Hi Guy Idol groups from different parts of the world, like Australia, and things like that. And I've always thought it was really interesting, like groups like Citrus Plus and Amuse Project and things like that. I just always loved Japanese music, like since I was little. So I heard of him having this idea long before the audition forms were out. One day he made a post that was like, guys, what if I did a men's idol group? And I replied
remember
to,
that tweet.
yes,
Yeah.
I replied to it and I was like, if you do this, I will give you my life. And then it was like nothing for like a year. And
That's
then he
fair.
just like posted the auditions and I was like, this is my time. And I go and I open the audition forms and it says you have to be 18 years or older. And I was not 18 years or older.
Oh, no.
So I was like, oh my God. I was like, wait, the last day that the audition forms are open, I turn 18.
Oh
and
my
so-
God.
And so I did my audition stuff. Like I filmed all of it. Because I had nothing like pre-existing. So I was like, I'll learn a dance, film a dance cover, learn a song, record the cover, no audio mixing or anything, send it in on the day I turn 18. And I was like, it almost felt like I had a duty to do this. Like this was a mission sent to me because
Yeah.
the idea of it just spoke to me so much, even though it wasn't anything that I'd thought about doing really before. But I was like, this is something that has to exist in the Western world. Like right now, we have nothing like this. I was like, I have a duty to apply to this and make this happen. So I did it. And, you know, I think that my enjoyment of it has definitely changed, not like for better or for worse, but just like the ways in which I enjoy it are different now than they were whenever it first started, if that makes sense.
I think that makes a lot of sense, especially because that time in I think anyone's life, you know, as like a younger adult, is like such a time of change and development for many people that like even if you think you know what you're doing, you're gonna wake up like tomorrow and you're gonna be like, oops, I'm doing something else now sometimes. And like
Yeah.
you're finding yourself, and that's what that time of your life is supposed to be about. I feel like, yeah, and some people are like a little earlier bloomers in that regard, and some people are a little late bloomers. I was a very late bloomer in that regard. Like I don't think I started really getting my shit together until I was like 26 25
That's
26
how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm 26 now.
Yeah, it's like it's so funny to me when people are like, oh, I'm a hag or whatever, and I'm just like, life does not end at 30.
100%.
Like
100%.
I think life starts at like 20. But I remember being like 17, 18 years old and being like, I can't envision myself as an adult either. So like the fact that you had, I know you said like your perspective has changed a little bit, but the fact that you had, number one, a good community that you could get in with like the fashion community and everything, and number two, that you had like the presence of mind to be kind to yourself in that time period when it's like a very difficult time for some people, especially in like the anime community and the fandom community and the con community. I think that's great, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
It's
no,
really
I
unique.
definitely think that, yeah, the J fashion community in Texas really did a lot for me as a teenager in a really positive way. And I think that, you know, equipped me more for this.
yeah. And that's like, it's kind of funny because I think like I started getting involved in like conventions and stuff like that more seriously in like 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the 2010. But anyway, I had no concept, right? And I was like 25, 26. Sorry, I just like told everybody how old I am. But it's like it's just like it's very different now. The con scene is very different. It remains kind of young. I definitely sometimes feel like I'm beginning to be on an upper age bracket in the convention scene, especially the idol scene. My gosh. But it's very nice to see a group where there's like a range, right? Where it's not just like all high schoolers.
For
or
sure.
all old people who are like, oh, my sciatica in the middle of the performance, you know? So which is me.
Hey, leave the people with sciatica alone.
No,
please,
I have
I'm
the
begging you.
sciatica.
Oh my god.
No,
I have the
I was
sciatica.
I was even talking to somebody about this today. I was like, I have this dream where I want to start like a 35-year-old plus idol group. Like you have to be 35 or older.
Please.
But we're only gonna do sexy dances. We're only gonna do like Eden from On Stars.
Yeah.
I would-
We're gonna be like thirst trap old people with sciatica. It's gonna be great. Like that's all I want out of my idol career.
Okay.
Sorry, moving on.
Ari, do
Sorry,
you wanna
Ari.
go?
It's my turn.
Please.
Yay, okay, so, like the others, or like most of us here, I kind of knew Marius before the group, but unlike the others, I did not audition. I had
No, just
done-
kidding.
I had done like small idol stuff for like a year before the pandemic hit, and then after the pandemic, I kind of just fell out of the scene completely because I never really like got in. And I had been kind of talking about it, just on my story and stuff. Like, man, I really wish that there was like a group or something for me to join, but like I want to present like masculinely and everything is love live or something.
Mm.
And then Marius messages me, or he puts on his like private story one day. He's like, Ari, if I made a male idol group, would you join? And I was like, you could just DM me, but yes, absolutely yes. And then around that time, he also told me about he wanted Levy to be in it too, and then just worked behind the scenes with himself. And then suddenly, like a year later, he was like, hey, are you ready for auditions to drop? And I was like, go for it. Let's do this. I'm so excited. So I think that excitement still carries now. Like if anything, I've only gotten more excited the more we've done, because I don't think I ever imagined see.ker becoming what it is today. I had no really like good idea of what we could be or would be. And over like the last 2 years, it's just grown into something just something so beautiful and such a big part of my life, something that's become so important. So it just keeps getting better every year.
Y'all are so
Ditto.
wholesome. Y'all are so wholesome. But I love it. No, I mean, not that I expected any different, but after me being cursed on stream yesterday, sorry for anybody who saw that. Like, this is breath of fresh air for everybody. Okay, all right. Wait for the lightning round. It'll get unhinged then. But
I was gonna say, just wait.
just wait for it. Wait for it. I did want to not to talk about myself because we're here to talk about y'all, but I followed Marius for like a really long time because I was around in like the periphery of idol-ish stuff when Melancholia debuted. Why did I say debuted? So like I've been there. Like I'm like an OG, right? So when I saw that Marius was like starting up the project and like that's who was gonna be kind of in charge of it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be, we've been cooking, this has been good. This is gonna be good. I think everyone, there may be people that don't know you in the chat, okay? So people are going to notice that Marius is not here. That is not for a bad reason. It's for a good reason.
Killed him.
Yeah.
We killed
With
him.
kindness. With kindness.
And death.
And death. Okay, in Minecraft. Come on.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
We kid.
But yeah, Marius recently graduated, which I like. For me, being like as busy as I am, it was very shocking for me, but it's a good thing, so nobody's mad. But moving on to different things is part of life. It's natural. That's just how it goes. But has that like changed the group dynamic at all, or kind of your vector at all? And then we're gonna move on to talk about your new project in just a moment. But I kind of wanted to like get a taste of like the jump between. Well, I guess I should show the idol performance, but I'll do that after this question. But yeah, like has the group dynamic like changed at all, or are you guys still kind of just like doing our thing?
I'll answer this one. I think it did change things, because when we all joined this group, the concept was, you know, kind of predetermined for us. Marius was, in a sense, a director and a producer, where he was like, here's my concept. Here is, you know, here's how you can fit yourself into this concept. Here are my ideas. Let's do them. And we were all like, that's not a negative thing, because sometimes being told, here's like the outline to fit within, you're like, cool, I can do that. This is
somebody
good.
has to start it.
Yeah. But now without him, we've been able to take a bit more of the creative direction, like, onto ourselves in a way that before a lot of it was pre-produced, and now we're all learning new skills, new things that we weren't doing before necessarily, because we don't have him with his initial idea anymore. Does that sound pretty? I think
yeah.
Like,
Marius was the driving force behind everything. He already had like the first track produced and the lyrics wrote, and he designed all of our costumes. Like, everything was very much like set in place for us to debut when we did. So of course we put in work, but it wasn't like the production side that we were working on very much. It was more the like performance side. So now we're just like learning how to distribute the like production stuff between ourselves and what skills we need to learn.
And this is kind of, I do want to show some videos in just a second, but this just kind of sprung to my mind. Are you finding that like what you're interested in doing for the group, like kind of your role, as in like what tasks you take on, or what maybe your area of specialization is that changing for y'all? Is it like a constant, like an ever evolving thing?
We kind of all, I guess like we've all picked what we're interested in handling and learning for the group.
Okay.
As well, like for instance, I'm now doing more of a hand in choreography. Me and Al made the chorus choreography for Breakout, and we'll be making the full choreography for the song. And that's not something either of us has ever really done before, and it's been very interesting. It's not something I ever thought I would be doing, but it's been fun and I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think we do try to divvy up tasks as much as possible. I would say a lot more of the like quote unquote admin work goes to Ronan and Neon.
Yes.
And then maybe when it comes to like research / fashion / image, I would say that kind of goes a little bit more onto Levy's side as well. For Breakout, for example, I was the sort of principal lyricist for that, so and I have like a bigger musical background, so I think it kind of falls to me sometimes to do the music, but I really care about everyone's opinion because I don't want anybody to be left out. So I'm always asking for feedback. So whenever it comes to writing new lyrics and then coming up with new concepts for songs too, we always kind of brainstorm that together. And I think when we're together in person with each other, it's like the best time to get ideas flowing and like creating ideas. And yeah.
That makes sense. And like, do you have like regular meetings? Do you have like a day that you meet up, or is it more, because I do want to kind of get into talking about like organizing groups and stuff like that, and like tips you might have later on. But is it a situation where like you set aside time for the group? It's like a specific day or a specific number of hours, or like, is it a little more everybody has their own amount of contribution at this point?
I can answer this one. So from the time that the group started, we've kind of been doing things on like a boot camp format. So, because all of us are really busy, right?
That's fair.
So the best way for us to get a bunch of work done is to be like, okay, everyone clear these 3 days on your schedule. We're all gonna get together in person, and we're just gonna boom, 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 do a bunch of work for these
Yeah.
3 days.
Mhm.
Otherwise, organizing meetings for us, like digitally, it remains complex.
Mm.
'Cause-
Scheduling as a grown person, it's just hard.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But usually we'll try and, we'll do physical work, and then we'll also try and do some like planning stuff every time that we have a boot camp, so that we have a better idea of like, here's what we need to get done between now and the next time that we all see each other in person.
I think it's a really good way to go about it, especially, that you guys have been together long enough at this point that you kind of know each other's learning styles. I'm sure, like, who learns choreography this way and who learns vocals that way, and like who's good at this, that, and the other. And so you probably have a better concept than like a newer group of how much time it's actually going to take and how much time you have to devote to it. But of course, like, being an adult, everything is in flux. So maybe you're working, maybe you have a job with a rotating schedule, or maybe you have school, or maybe you have like family stuff. So it can be really difficult. I mean, just as a streamer, I know that planning things is, as an adult, it's just hell. It's hell on earth.
It's hard, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it
the
doesn't
biggest
help
thing
that-
for us. Go ahead, Neon.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, I was just gonna say the biggest thing for us is communication. We like really just after Marius graduated, I feel like we just wanted to come back together and like really reestablish our communication, like be as open as possible with each other. So not only are we like idol group members, but we've also became great friends. Just via the boot camps and like meeting up and like all of our shared interests and like especially common experiences as LGBTQ plus folks. So it's like we had all of that together, and then we all just love this project so much and want to make it work. So it's like the communication is like the biggest thing that helps us with that.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. And I think a lot of people, not even just in like an idol group setting, I mean like a work setting, any group hobby, anything where you're interacting with other people, communication is so important. And so many people either don't know how to communicate, or they don't really have the opportunity to get attuned to other people's communication styles, or
Yes.
like the dreaded long distance communication where you're just typing everything and things get lost. And yeah, so I think it's really important that you do have like a set, like, okay, we're gonna meet up and we're gonna like accomplish this, and being able to maintain the communication even when you are busy is just so important. And I will say, as the person organizing this interview, very communicative group. Like, thanks, you made it very easy.
We try.
We try our best.
It was good. And
Yeah.
yes, Ronan was spearheading that. It was very funny.
I am our networking lead for
It
a
was-
reason.
It was just
I
like,
love
yeah.
Your fingers are in so many pies.
It was very helpful to be able to have like, you guys had like a press kit, you have like logo, you have visuals, you have this and this and this, like all this which, like, granted, not all idol groups are gonna have this type of polish to their affairs, right? Because they've got a different makeup, or they've got a different way of going about things. Maybe they're just dancing for fun, whatever. But it makes for a really unique experience, I think, as someone on the interviewing side of it, because I don't know, it feels kind of intimidating. But not really,
We are
because you guys
not
are so funny.
intimidating.
No.
We're just guys.
The way I
We're
sent a
just very silly
screenshot,
people.
like the way I sent a screenshot of my OBS, and I was like, y'all have to sing in Korean now. Like, we were having a good time in the group chat, yeah. So,
We're
but
just silly.
yeah. Did anybody else want to comment on the communication and stuff like that before I show some vids for a second?
I just wanted a little shout out for about our press kit. Alex or Neon, excuse me, made that whole thing.
Oh,
Like
it's so nice.
Neon worked on like our whole press kit with just there's a
I want to show it
timeline,
to
there's
everyone I
a-
know.
yeah, at a glance, like all of that is just a really great way for us to like very quickly say, okay, this is who we are,
Yeah.
this is what we do, this is what we stand for, this is what we look like. And it is super professional. It's very polished. So
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you,
all me.
Neon.
Thank you, Neon. I'm thinking Neon. I don't even go here. But
Just on the forehead.
but I mean, I will say that like, even despite knowing things about the group beforehand, it's not like I'm an insider, right? It's not like I am able to follow your daily lives and stuff like that, right? So it
You're our
was
secret
very. I'm the secret member. Yeah.
Seeker.
I'm here. The purple. Congratulations.
purple
You now have a
person,
purple
just
member from another planet. So remind me to tell you my lore sometime. But anyway, yeah, I'm a magical idol. But anyway, so it was just very like easy to get up to speed and very easy to like know like discussion points and comfort levels and like just everything was just very, very well set up. So like I encourage you guys, is the press kit on the website? I can't remember suddenly.
No, the press kit has only so far been like sent out to people.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I just want to say, like, if you ever get your hands on this press kit, especially like cosplay friends, I'm looking at you. Those of you who need your cosplay resumes for applying to cons to guest, get good. Get with Neon, apparently. Go to Neon Boot Camp, EPK Boot Camp. Yeah, but I did want to share a couple of videos, and then I do want to get into Breakout because Breakout is just, yes, Kat, you do need to make a press kit. I'm gonna hound you about that. You need to make a press kit. I'm gonna hound you. Anyway, I wanted to show a couple of, like, you guys sent me some fun little pictures and videos. Sorry. That were from various time periods and stuff like that. And some of them didn't like my computer, but we still have. I wanted to show this one because I thought it was really cute. It's let's see if it'll play. Will it play? All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Will it play? Is it gonna have audio? I don't know. We'll find out. Look. Recording! I love recording. Like, recording in somebody's freaking house. It's delightful. It totally doesn't have audio. Like, thank you so much. I love you.
No, I'm so glad it
Yes.
doesn't have audio because I had a terrible cold during that.
Oh no! Yes, make a press kit. Idols, make a press kit. Cosplayers, make a press kit. This is your. Oh, you can hear it?
Oh,
I
Oh,
can't hear it.
I couldn't hear it.
couldn't
Maybe
hear
just.
it.
that's okay. Ronan doesn't.
Oh,
It just
Do it.
picked and chose.
Oh.
okay.
Oh, the viewers can hear it.
The
Okay.
viewers can hear it,
Okay,
but
for
I can't.
them.
Oh, it was like blasting. I'm sorry. Let me.
Oh no.
You could, in fact, hear.
It made its own thing in the audio mixer, and it was turned up into the red. And
Oh
Oh no! I just died on screen. Oh god. But the next one I actually remembered to fix in my sources. So, sorry if I just killed anybody's ears. I just want to let everybody know. I did get the warning from Twitch that we're going into an ad break, so if you want to continue uninterrupted, you might consider clicking over to YouTube for a little bit in like 5 minutes. I highly encourage everybody to block ads. I don't care. I don't want the ad revenue. It's fine. So go ye
Block
hence
ads,
where you
block
must
ads.
to continue
Block ads.
watching.
Block ad.
It wasn't that bad actually. Okay, good, because I was worried I just blasted everybody's eardrums.
You wouldn't download a VTuber.
You wouldn't download oh gosh, I had to tell y'all a story, but I can't tell it on stream because I'll dox myself. Oh god, do I have a story about right-clicking and downloading. But anyway, Well, I made that sound worse than it was. Hold on. Yeah,
What are
it's
you
fine.
downloading?
Just you wouldn't
I thought
download
this was
an
a
idol.
Space stream.
It
Who are
isn't
they?
anymore. Look. Okay, so I meant to show this earlier, but I'm showing it now because I'm about like 20 or 30 rows back, screaming at the top of my lungs in this video. So if you can distinctly hear Ascella Vivace screaming, which everyone will now be familiar with after I screamed on Ace Attorney the other night. Yeah, it don't dox me. No, don't at me, bro, because I just wanted to show this. So let me hit play. Let me go to the audio. Okay. Let's... It shouldn't be too loud. It should be just loud enough to talk over. I love these outfits, by the way.
This feels
Like-
very ancient.
It does feel ancient, even to
Yeah.
me.
I just want to give a shout out to Marius's mom for making all of our costumes.
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Becky.
That's
we love
amazing.
Marius's mom. Becky. We love
I was gonna
Becky.
put it. Call us Voltron.
No
Yeah.
one was gonna think of it until you said it.
I
Go,
think
go,
it's
Power
funny.
Rangers.
Power Ranger.
It's very funny.
It's good though, because I mean, like, we all love a good rainbow, you know? Yeah, I love the choreography too,
Okay.
Mona. I love the choreography. This was like a life-changing experience to see live. I'm not exaggerating in any way, shape, or form. Like, it just, like, it was everything to me. And it's such a good song too. Like, it just kind of is, y'all. It's just kind of a good song.
Thank you.
And well performed, and lots of love went into it, obviously, and lots of like enthusiasm from the community, obviously, too. The spinning towel in the audience.
Yeah, it's amazing how much love that we've gotten, like in the past and now on Philosopher and Breakout. Like I didn't expect us to like have so many people being like, "Oh my god, this is so cool."
I still remember the meet and greet after this was crazy.
Oh, I
my
bet. Do you
The
have
meet
any
and greet.
stories?
Yes.
The line was out the door.
Yeah.
yeah.
They
I
had
had
to
to
cut
cut
us
in
off.
line. I had to cut in line even to get in the room because I had to go back to work.
Yeah. No, like I remember someone walked up to us and was like, "Hey, we're gonna have to cut the meet and greet off. Like your guys' line it's too long."
That must have just been like the best feeling in the world, though.
It was such like a what? Like, I was like us.
I was super flattered, but also felt like a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We're like, "Sorry, staff. Sorry, staff. We're sorry."
At one point,
It's nice that this is going right now.
At one point, the line, since it was so busy, I actually, because I wanted to buy other idol merch, but I couldn't. At one point, I don't remember which group it was. I threw my credit card at one of the other groups, said, "I want one of your T-shirts. I'll be back in a minute," and then I ran away.
Oh my god.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cortez.
Oh, Cortez!
my
Right next to us.
Like, I threw
Yeah, they
Cortez
were
my
right
credit
next to
card,
y'all.
And I was like,
Yeah, I
"Here,
remember-
take my money."
They were packing up, and I was like, "Stop, stop! No, I need a charm."
I think it was the
Bye.
I know Restar I ran at, and I was like, "Hi, I'm here for 5 minutes. Give me your stuff. Bye." Okay, cool. And then I ran at Cortez, and I think I had to miss through some of the others just because we literally never stopped at the line. And I was like, "I'm so sorry. I
Yeah.
have money.
It was
Let me have your
insane.
stuff."
We had to keep being like, "Ronan, get back over here."
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
I ditched like
Oh.
50 times.
Someone wants a checky of you.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware.
It was
The Roman seekers are
literally
here.
like chaos in that room. That room was like way too small too. Like
Oh yeah.
weirdly too small. I think I came in at like the very beginning and then I left and then I came back at like the end to try to buy stuff because it was just packed in there. It was crazy. It was like sardines. But I mean, I got staff privileges, so I got to cut. But
Staff
like also,
privileges.
yeah,
that
like I had to be like professional and like play it cool because I was staff, right? I had to be like, I can't be like a fanboy about everybody, and I can't just like go up and be like, ah, you know, like I can't, I'm not allowed. I kind of did anyway to a couple groups. Like I wanted to bomb y'all, but your table was literally mobbed. Like
Yep.
Literally.
I can't blame you.
It was mobbed.
Just like that.
And so I think I talked to like Shiny and Cortez and kind of Restar, but they were kind of mobbed too. Not quite as much as you guys, but they were pretty mobbed too. But yeah, oh God, it was just so funny. I can't articulate how funny it was because from an outside perspective, it was hysterical. Just being like, this room is not big enough for this meet and greet. Idol meet and greet rooms are never big enough anyway, though. Like, shout out to Idol organizers who like give you actual rooms for your like meet and greet that's big enough for the whole crowd.
I mean, I think it's sometimes it's less on the like organizer side.
Oh,
and more,
yeah.
like on the con side.
Oh, it's
I think
the
that
con.
conventions underestimate just how powerful
Yeah,
the poll can be for idols.
absolutely they do, and
They
it's
will
like
learn.
They are learning for sure.
they are. It's getting better, especially in Texas,
Mhm.
because we do have some really good organizers in Texas that are very dedicated to like fighting for their idols.
100%.
And that is, I mean, like, I've dealt with high level con staff for 12, 13 years. And as an organizer, and like the way it's just like freaking impossible sometimes to get things through to them and to get them to recognize the value of what is being put in front of them on a silver freaking platter. Like, it's difficult. It's very difficult. And hello, dog.
Wow, you're
That was-
barking.
that was
I
loud.
got that
Oh
dog
my
in me.
God.
I got that dog in me.
Oh,
my
and then I
God.
have one more fun. Well, it's not. It's more of a fun fact about that Akon debut.
Oh yes, go for it.
experience.
Yeah.
I don't know who's a real one. Who remembers this? Is that at that A Idol there was supposed to be a Japanese idol group that
Yes.
is very
Fruit
very
Zipper.
famous.
Yes,
very, very
there
famous.
was.
And they had
R.I.P.
visa issues
They
and were
did.
denied entry. And what I thought was so interesting about that is they're such a popular group in Japan that it's impossible to meet them in Japan.
Mhm.
So a bunch, like over a dozen Japanese people flew in to Dallas to
Yeah.
see them, and then they were denied entry. So there was a bunch of like Japanese Fruit Zipper fans at this idol festival who were like, I guess I'll come here anyways.
Yeah, they were pretty lit though in the audience. Like,
Oh,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, they were into it. So I was very happy that they stuck around. I was staff that year, like I said, and like I remember on like the Apocrypha here on Thursday night, I'm sitting in my hotel room, right? And like when I tell you, oh god, this is such like behind the scenes stuff, I'm sorry. But like when I tell you that things had already gone to shit, like high level gone to shit by like 5 p.m. on Thursday, when Fruit Zipper canceled and another guest canceled that was a guest I was really excited about seeing, so I got really like upset about it. I was sobbing in my hotel room on Thursday night over just how everything started falling apart, and like the whole con just proceeded to be like a little bit of a behind the scenes train wreck, unfortunately, for like matters beyond anyone's control. Like it wasn't anybody's fault really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so bad, and I spent so much of that con in tears.
Oh.
But A Idol was awesome.
I'm glad that we could be.
The
little bit of
concert was
light
the
in there.
best. The idols were the best part of that. It was just, it was so good. That was like probably, now granted I haven't been to like that many idol festivals because I'm always working during the idol festivals. I'm always like doing something else, but it was probably the best one I've ever seen. Like, literally, it was so high level that every group was amazing. Like, every group was so pristine and so polished. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Chip. Every group was just so polished and like, it was top tier. It really was. Like, you had to have been there. It was such a you had to have been there like moment with so many of these groups. And like, so many of these groups too were either I knew people in them, or I knew of them for several years, or it was like on my bucket list to get to see them perform, or I was working with them as a guest. Like, it was just like life altering entirely. But y'all's performance, most of all, I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not lying, and I am not just blowing smoke when I say that. Like, I was so excited. But I did want to, let me, hold on. Oh, questions. Come back. So now that we've shown A Idol, I did want to talk about, you did have a single drop recently in NV, and a single, and everyone should go listen to Breakout, the amazing song on Spotify. Give them clickies, please, and YouTube, watch the video, because we're going to watch it in a minute. Thanks for letting me show it, by the way, and like, I'm stealing your clicks. I'm sorry, and showing it to like however many people are watching. Everybody go to the YouTubes, okay? But we're an hour in, okay? We're about to really dig in on this one, because Breakout is a thing. It's a whole big thing for me. Like, and I'm sorry to whoever, like, I don't remember who it was that responded to my comment on the video where I was like, I'm crying over this. I literally cried watching it. Yeah, the new song was amazing. I quite literally cried watching it because it meant so much to me. So
Thank you.
I saw it. I saw it, and
you.
I was immediately like, if they will come on my interviews, I will revive my interview series.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I must. So, thanks. Now I have like Idol interviews booked until like July, but I do. I have like one every week until like the middle of July now. But anyway, I want to show this to everybody, and I did want to, there's a warning at the beginning of it about flashing lights, so definitely, if you are photosensitive, please listen rather than watch, because we don't want anything to happen to anybody. We don't want anybody getting injured, but I want to show it first, and I think a lot of it speaks for itself, especially with regard to like the visuals and the lyrics and everything like that, but I hope you guys will welcome like a deep dive afterwards, because I want to talk about,
Oh yeah.
everybody pay attention, there's gonna be a pop quiz later in the chat, okay? Pay attention to like the color themes, the visuals, the text, the lyrics, like everything is just so like, oh my god, like I can't explain how well this is put together, so I'm just gonna show it. But we're gonna get into it, guys. Just get ready. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Let's
do
go.
it.
I'm hyping it up so hard, but like it's worth it.
Let's break it out.
So guys, this is Breakout. Here we go. No seizures in the house, please. None of that. Oh god, please let the volume be okay. Okay, the volume's okay. Cool. Maybe? Yes, the volume's okay. I'm gonna turn it just a little bit. Now we can talk over it. It's so good. I feel like it hits different for Texans, by the way. Drinking water while I watch this. Yes, grab your pen light.
Everybody votes.
Oh my gosh. If you post clips, tag us and I'll share it to the story.
Throw my shoulder out with Wota. I actually injured my shoulder doing Wota at a Idol.
You're the first, won't be the last.
Ronan has also broken 10 lights through his voice.
Oh my god!
Ronan has also almost lost the voice right before performance because they did.
Almost. I did.
Oh, that's true, you did.
Yeah, I've done that. Not singing, but emceeing. I had like no voice last year at one of the cons I emceed. I had like no voice. I was like, oh. We're all just silently watching. It's fun.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite clip. of the
Yeah,
video.
I think the lighting is really cool.
It's
in
so
this shot.
good. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
so
it's my
proud
favorite.
of this video.
I like this part. This part is like, this is the part that got me. Like, it's very raw.
How many times did I make y'all reset this?
The
I
chest
think
part?
we broke the set
Oh, we
quite a
broke the
few
set
times, actually.
We did
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we broke it.
We
We fixed
it. Your space. We didn't hear us say this. We fixed it. It was. We fixed it.
We
When
fixed
just break it, it just unpuzzled itself and we puzzled it back together. To be fair, nothing actually broke.
We did put it back together. Not only we broke it out, we did fix it.
We fixed it. Fix it.
We'd be fixing
Fix on.
and we'd be breaking.
I think this was like a fan favorite part.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hey, everyone.
Neon's hair against the wall cracks me up. Yeah. Yeah, that was
I always
the
make
breaking of the.
The
Yeah, I forgot my
breaking.
hair was taped to the wall, and then when I was editing it, I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh my gosh.
We took it, right? We didn't leave it there.
Yeah.
I think we left it there.
I didn't take that.
I
Oh,
It was
also
a good
immediately added it to my playlist, and it's on my Loop This Song playlist, which is like 20 songs of like, I listen to it when I'm having a bad day and I want to like listen to things that are comforting. It's on there with like A3 music.
not the A3.
A3.
Oh, yo. Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Woohoo. I love this. With
I'll never forget those tacos.
The taco truck.
Oh god, those tacos were
Like,
so
we love a
good.
taco. We
Oh
love a good
my
taco
god, they
truck.
were so good.
I wanted
Yeah,
some of
they
that
were busted.
Mexican Coke I was holding so bad, but it wasn't mine.
I'm sure you could have some
Aw.
if you wanted it.
I didn't know whose it was and I forgot,
It was
so I
mine.
didn't
It
ask.
was mine.
Oh!
It was
Well, it's very nice of you.
So is there anybody, just to ask, is there anybody in, yes, I love the rapping part too. Sorry, I'm not paying enough attention to YouTube. I'm sorry, Chip.
Oh, thank you, whoever said that.
The rap was incredible. Yeah, the MV literally made me have like a breakdown. You say breakout, I say breakdown, okay?
No.
We're breaking in some direction or another, but like, it's so well done. It's so heartfelt and it's so meaningful, I think, especially for LGBTQ people in Texas. Like,
Mm.
in the United States in general and in the world in general right now, but like, I don't know, who would like, I'm gonna start the carousel here of like breakout stuff, but I have a question for chat first, and then I want to just let y'all, I'm gonna turn y'all loose on talking about like the concept and everything like that, because I think we're gonna get in the weeds a little bit in a good way. But is there anybody in chat who that was their first time hearing the song and seeing the song? Anybody? I just want to know, like, even if you've been lurking, please say if it was your first time watching it, because I literally, okay, like, is it literally not the greatest song of our time? Like, let's be real here.
Oh, stop.
Thank you.
It's my song of 2025, and we're not even halfway done yet. I'm sorry, it just is. Yes. Okay. I'm glad you guys got to see it because it's just so good. It's just so good. I'm gonna start the little carousel going on. Oops, wrong source. On the breakout behind the scenes stuff here. There's lots of stuff to it. So but who wants to dig in? Who wants to dig into the oh god, the elephant in the room? Let's talk about the lovely state of things.
Well, you know,
My
as
sarcasm
Seeker's
is real.
resident Texan,
My
Oh,
sarcasm
Seeker's
is
resident
real.
Texan.
Yeah. Take it away, Neon. Take it away, Neon.
Oh my god, this picture!
I love these pictures. They're so funny.
Oh, I love that one too.
Some of them are really, really good, and some of them are hysterical. Hi, Stormy.
Maybe let's go left to right. Let's kind of go in order.
Of what? I don't. Where would we want to start? That's.
What do
I think
you?
that's more of the
Whatever
question.
you like. Talk about
Where
whatever
should
you
we
want.
start with?
are you
Talk from your heart.
transgender boy?
From the
You have pronouns in your
God.
bio.
You one
Pronouns
of them
in bio.
queers?
You
You
dye
one of
your
them
hair.
queers?
I mean, so to be honest, I don't think I really had a big hand in like the initial plannings for this song.
Yeah,
I
like
think
whose
Al-
idea was it? Whose concept was it?
I'm gonna say Al, and am I wrong? I think Al, was this your idea for like the most part?
I
Well,
guess
I don't
so.
remember. I don't
So
remember.
I'll backtrack a little. The production of Breakout the song actually started when Marius was still in the group. As you can see, like in the
Oh.
costume photos, he was fully going to be a part of this, and this was going to be like his graduation song as well. And then it kind of ended up just being like with the timing of things and like his path and stuff. So we ended up making this our 5-person debut. But when we started drafting the concept of the song, for me, when I write lyrics, I like to hear the instrumental first, and I kind of will figure out the top line and then however I'm feeling about it. With Breakout, we really wanted to. I'm so sorry, my dog's trying to like claw the door down. Anyway,
Hi, dog.
we really wanted to just express like, so not to be like like our emotion and our anger just about the state of the world and just like how things are. And for me especially, I as the last person to join Seeker, as well as the last person to get on T and like actually start socially transitioning and stuff, this song really rang true for me. It's like we started it as figuring out like, okay, we're unsure of how things are gonna be, we're gonna figure out who we are, who do we want to be, and then committing to breaking out of the shell that we're in and creating a new life for ourselves. And I think the actual like prison concept though kind of just came from everybody. Like we all kind of came up with that, because obviously it's not necessarily breaking out of prison. It didn't need to be literal, but we took it in that way because it was very much like, as queer people, we are very much like targets, and we have the risk of getting arrested and put in jail for like really silly things nowadays.
You mean like
so-
existing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Boy.
So I mean, I feel like that was like a really big thing for us too. So one of like, you know, we are all very detail oriented people as well. So like, I know you want to talk about a lot of the details of the words and numbers and things here. So like, we put a lot of research as well into our prison itself. So the prison that we're in, we did a lot of like queer history research. So we
Mhm.
looked at like Stonewall Riot
Yeah.
research. We looked at a lot of in our teaser posts as well. We you know, we searched up like house bills that were targeting specifically trans folks,
Yeah.
and that's all of our inmate numbers. So all of our back inmate numbers are all some sort of house bill that targets, whether it's bathroom, whether it's athletics related, or it could be anything, drag related, etc.
Funding and DEI.
And yeah, yes, yeah.
And I will
Um,
say, just as an aside to add on to that,
Mhm.
well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
No, you're good.
you guys posted them on the individual like information you posted on Instagram, right?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
guys,
on
go
each
check
of our
out
posters.
their Instagram, because when they were debuting the song, each member did like a little personal thing about the build that's on their outfit and everything. It is very interesting. So, I mean, not interesting, but like also just very insightful, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think for us too, we also wanted to raise more awareness just of being trans in general.
Yeah.
Because we, like Levy said earlier, like he felt a duty to be in Seeker, and we've talked about this amongst ourselves, is that like there's not anything else like us right now. Like we are a Kaigai idol group. We are also all transmasculine and non-binary. Like there's nothing, or not to toot our own horn, but like there's not really anybody else who exists like us.
Yeah.
And so this to us was also super important to get out. That was like, okay, this is who we are, and like we're gonna stand firm on our beliefs. Sorry, I didn't mean to get a little preachy there, but like we're gonna, we're gonna be who we are. And it's so important as a group that's seeking something to send that message to other people, is like, you also need to be who you are and seek out who you are. And for us, it comes in this literal sense of also being trans. So it's like we're seeking our change, wisdom, soul, connection, love, but it's also like seeking our place in the world and like breaking out.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like Breakout was just such a... The timing could not have been more perfect for what it is, I think, because it was never... It didn't start as this, but as the year passed and as things ramped up, it became this, and it just means so much to us, and to see it mean so much to so many people is just so... fills my little heart, my little gay heart with love.
Same.
Say Al's spiel did actually remind me that like before we had it purely as prison theme, I think earlier I made a joke where I was like, you mentioned cults. We had
yes.
we had a whole cult.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We were
so-
like, we're breaking out of this cult. We're killing our cult leader,
Well, so-
breaking out. Oh, but also now we're in jail, so we gotta break out of jail and the cult.
That entire concept,
Oh,
it truly
wow.
evolved because as we were gonna have Marius in it, it was gonna be where we were all cults and we sacrificed, or he's gonna sacrifice himself. And like that was the reason why we went to jail. Like that was the reason why we went to jail. But then we kind of just switched it to being like, oh, well, we're in jail, and it's kind of self-implied that we're in jail because we're trans, but like, you know.
It was an experiment in killing our darlings. We had to get rid of some of the ideas.
Yeah.
There were a lot of iterations as timelines like swapped around and changed. So
Also, thank you so much, whoever just bought us a Kofi.
I know, I'm like,
That's
my email.
awesome.
Oh, that's Lark. Lark is awesome.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, to put my 2 cents in or whatever, I think really the core themes through the whole kind of concept were, you know, about our transness, and also just like breaking out of expectations or things holding you down, like either expectations you've put on yourself or that other people have put on you, or that society, sorry.
And you called me
But actually,
gay.
all of our stims.
But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, and I think that, I mean, all of us do have our own individual experiences with transness, but I think, you know, like, I had a little bit of a different experience with transness than some other people, like some of the other members of the group, but I think that we were all able to like come together and make this all about our own personal experiences. And, you know, it doesn't even, of course, anyone listening to the song, it's a very, you know, relatable theme for anyone, regardless of your identity.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has had the experience of feeling trapped or like stuck in either their ways, or like feeling stuck in an experience. So I think it's, you know, it's a really meaningful song, no matter what perspective you're listening to it from.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with Livy. I think it's very like versatile, even though we're kind of like, I feel like in the video we're like throwing it at you like, we're transgender, we're transgender, you know. But if you just listen to the song, like you can really, anybody can relate to it.
Yeah, there's levels. There's definitely levels. And I think it's interesting that you're talking about like the initial concept being like the cult thing, right? Because that just goes to show you that like how broad and how deep the levels go. Like that could have been the theme for the video. Like I don't I feel like it's such a universal song for queer people, yeah, understandably. But it's just so the way it's delivered and the way that I know you guys sound like you feel like you're a little heavy-handed with the empty, but I don't think this is the time for subtlety about any of this kind of stuff. You know, I don't think it's the time to be subtle about LGBTQ issues. I also don't think it's the time to be subtle about not being true to yourself, right? I think a lot of people have fallen into the trap of like going through the motions or going along with certain things for whatever reason, but it's just such a universal message, and that's another reason why it was just so emotional for me to watch it. It's just like, besides my own queerness, right, being relatable here and like the visuals being very relatable and everything like that, it was just like the lyrics really hit, like they hit hard.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al.
Thank everybody.
I get to thank Al this
feel-
time too.
Everyone gets Al on the forehead.
Ooh.
And Levy's rap is also, when I heard it
Yeah.
the first time, I was like, dude,
Oh my god.
how did you do that?
That
Yeah,
rap is
so-
You know, so many
sick.
Yeah, so I guess also on my side, I saw someone in the chat say, you know, that they're partial to the rap because they love like a hype mic.
Based.
And my fun fact, my Levy fun fact is I have performed as Ichiro from Hype Mic before.
Oh.
I didn't do any live singing for that. I would love to cover some Hype Mic or do some live Hype Mic in the future. But yeah, I love rapping. Was one of my goals whenever I got into the group, was like, I want to rap as much as possible.
Success.
And we said, do it.
Success.
Success.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just so you guys were saying that like the visual theme ended up kind of being a little bit of everybody's
Yes.
input, but I kind of was wondering a little bit about is the color shift from like the white to the black, is that meaningful? Is that deliberate? Like, talk to me about your overall unit visuals, because it seems to me like these like punky outfits are going to be kind of like a thing for a minute, right? They seem very meaningful. So like, is there like an image change with the colors going on? Talk to me about that.
So I can take this one. We're kind of... So funnily enough, this was kind of the vibe we initially were going to have as a group.
Oh.
I wouldn't say, I guess like instead of a rebrand, we're more of just restating, like regrouping everything. But this is definitely where we're shifting towards now in terms of sound and look. Very much leaning into our underground, alternative, and punk vibes and inspiration.
Yeah, so I mean, to just to add on to what Ari is saying, the concept for see.ker, for anyone who isn't familiar, so in Japan, there's obviously mainstream idol culture, which is like, you know, the AKB48 kind of stuff, the Morning Musume kind of stuff, like very poppy. And also there's boy groups in the mainstream too, like Naniwa Danshi and Arashi and things like that, where it's very bright, very vibrant, happy, poppy, and appealing to a more mainstream audience. But see.ker's original concept was to be a chica idol group in America, and specifically an alt chica idol group. So chica in Japanese is underground, and the chica idol culture in Japan is about independent, small, idol groups who are usually self-produced, or if they're working with a company, it's very, very small, startup kind of thing, and they just play at like small live houses. It's very alternative, more like on the punk show kind of vibes. It's very
Yeah.
cramped, very hype, like people are moshing, people are dancing if it's like a heavier kind of group. So that was Seeker's initial kind of concept, was to be an underground alt chica idol group, bringing that culture here to America, because there's not really a lot like that in America. So this kind of new start for this new era for us is just kind of reestablish like our mission as a group and our concept of like bringing that kind of underground alt chica idol culture like to America, and also like reimagining it for ourselves. Like in our EPK, it says we're also inspired by like boy groups of the aughts, like kind of thing, kind of combining those two cultures together to make something new.
And I think it's worth saying, just to people who aren't that familiar with like 3D idols in Japan, a lot of it's a lot of them that were popular in the early aughts were very heavily themed. Like they had like a group theme, and it has a lot to do with the companies that were dominant at the time. That I'm not going to get into because I got into it on stream before. But
get me started. I can
yeah, let's go. We need to talk about it sometime. But yeah, we'll talk about it in the lightning round later. But yeah, it's not uncommon to have like a central theme, because think about like theming and how relatable themes usually are, or how like it's like putting a target on something. Essentially, it's like giving it a focus, you know. So that's interesting. I like the idea of like it just being a restatement. Like that makes sense.
I also think that when it comes to like costumes and stuff, a bunch of us are also like K-pop fans, so with a
yeah,
different
it
comeback
shows a
comes, like, a new
little in
look.
the outfit.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So actually, the outfits, I designed the outfits. I'm the one that did the sketches that you see.
I love
And
them.
thank you. We got the inspiration when we were in New York. Actually, I was just walking through Mood, and I saw that white fabric that I put a screenshot of. And I designed them based on that. Obviously, we ended up going with a different fabric, but I thought that mixing more of like an idol-y look with like a K-pop or something that might be more Western would be a good idea, since we're trying to appeal both to like Kaigai idol audiences as well as Western audiences.
Yeah. I think too,
So-
like, for people that don't do costuming, like, the way that you included the textures in the outfits, and like the idol-y texture with the more punk texture, is very, it's like my kind of costuming sensibility, right? It's a
The
very
fabric has sparkles
informed
and it's
sensibility.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I
really
actually-
good combination.
Like, I actually have a degree in costuming, so
Thanks for your deliberate choices.
so that's why I did that.
Yeah,
It's not
like that's just, I mean, it's how I kind of naturally gravitate toward making costumes, so it really spoke to me in a design sense, where I was like, I do mostly like reproduction, right? I don't do a lot of original stuff, but it's like very you have like a statement fabric or a focus, and then the rest of it has to support that, right? It
Yeah.
can't just be egregiously different or anything like that. And it's the sensibility on those outfits are incredible. I really, really, really like them. And from a design standpoint and from just like an aesthetic standpoint, because they're not overly K-pop and they're not overly J-pop and they're not overly punk. They're just like a nice melange, you know?
Thank you.
Good.
It was like a
Good.
mix of J-pop idol and Vivienne Westwood.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah,
going
you
back
know,
to our
Vivienne
we're going
Westwood.
back to
Yeah.
Paradise Kiss here. Look out.
I was gonna say it's very Nana if
Yeah,
you think
Very
about
Nana.
it.
Yeah.
Um, And also, I think it's interesting to note that Neon designed the kind of silhouettes of the costumes
Mhm.
and made the base garments, and then everyone kind of got to put their own flavor into it because everyone else
Oh.
provided their own like undergarments and accessories and things like that. So
Oh,
everyone's own
that's
like
cool.
personal flavor is in the costumes.
Yeah, we pretty much like fully DIY'd as much as we could for each of our costumes.
I like that. That's, I mean, I think the personalization shows, it makes it look less like, it is more Chica Idol. It's more like self-made. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not as, it's not that it's not polished, because it is pretty polished. It's deliberate, but it's also like personal, like you said. It's like the personalization. Which is also kind of important with the song itself too. Like it all kind of comes together neatly, very neatly like that. Anybody else want to talk about the costumes while we're on this tangent?
Neon made all of the parts that are made out of the matching fabric.
Not Owls.
Not Alice.
Oh,
but
yeah,
everyone else.
I did make my own little beret.
My whole pants. Neon made my pants.
The pants, the
And then I
jumpsuits.
tore them. And then I tore them during filming.
No.
So Ronan and Ari tore their pants.
Yeah.
I'm too thick.
Too strong.
I got a
The
huge
dumpy too strong.
Ass too fat.
You're gonna have to go source a
Flatboard.
Scourger from somewhere.
Uh-oh, we've been visited by my cat, guys. Say hi to Prompto, everybody.
Hi, Pronto.
Hello.
Pronto.
Look, Prompto, they're saying hi to you. He doesn't care. That's fine. He doesn't care very often.
There.
Oh no, I froze! Hold on. I might have to fix myself. Give me a second. It did this yesterday. No
Me when I
worries.
When you fix your frozen stuff, I can note that I guess also in terms of costuming, which aren't the punk outfits, but the actual prison suits, Al did dye and cut the appliques for that. So
Oh.
yeah.
The prison suits
Yeah,
in
we
general are
tried
awesome.
very hard to find like pink already made pink jumpsuits, so we could not. So we dyed them with some Rit dye, and I just used my Cricut and ironed on the things.
I have to disappear for a second, but I'm still here.
Where'd they go?
It happened yesterday too. It's so annoying. I'm sorry, I'll continue. What
You're good.
talk to me about like some of the color significance in the MV and it, as kind of a throughway to the outfits and everything like that, but like the lighting and things like that are very seems again very deliberate. So talk to me a little bit about the visuals.
Truthfully, with the
So-
lighting, this kind of matched to the color that we were.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's the way
so
to do it.
the set, we thought it was like a photo studio, but when we got there, we realized there was no lights in there except for like the overhead lights.
Oh,
And I just happened to have my lighting kit in my car that I drove all the way from Alabama, so I was like, well, good thing I brought this, I guess.
Yeah, if we didn't have that lighting kit, it would be
We
we
would've
might
been
have
over
made
there
a
with our,
trip
like,
to the
phone
store real
flashlights.
fast.
Yeah, I mean, luckily my roommate is like a pro photographer, so he has like slides and or they're not slides, they're films. I don't know what they call them.
gels.
So like change the gels.
Gels, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he has like a lighting kit and gels. So like we wouldn't have been absolutely screwed, but like it was very lucky. Like
We would've
very
lost
lucky.
time.
Yeah.
We would have lost a lot of time.
That Pier Space catfished us hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
jeez.
Other than like the choices of the colors being just everybody's member colors,
Mhm.
except for I think the scene with me and Ari, I don't think-
No,
I
those
think they're
Piers.
just different colors.
This
Was it
scene
yellow?
It was
It
yellow
wasn't
and red.
Yeah.
It was yellow and red. I think
I don't know how we didn't make that look like McDonald's.
colors.
I think
But
the only time the
because we're
colors
so
didn't
talented.
match-
Yeah, the
We're
only time
just
we didn't-
so skilled. We're such good lighting designers, guys.
It worked out. I mean, what do you want?
I mean,
like,
again,
you can't get the
technically,
win
I
where
have,
you
I have
can.
the film degree. I did go to college and do light classes,
I have the film degree.
and I only use it for this stuff.
I only use it for MVs.
I
Oh
like the house, it's
gosh.
amazing.
We love our areas of specialization that we never use.
I will say too, not just with the lighting, the jumpsuit being pink was all favorite. Neon wanted that mostly because as a little nod, Lil Nas. But
well,
it also
that's
worked.
not completely true.
Well, okay, but it also worked because it's like we were in the women's unit, and so it's like, okay, they're pink, and we're being,
Well, the reason that I wanted it to be pink specifically, which is the same reason I think that Lil Nas X had it pink in the Industry Baby MV, is because a really famous sign of like gay men is a pink triangle.
yes, yeah, that's
You can
right.
see it in a lot of videos, like Tyler Hall uses it a lot, Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
So I thought that the pink jumpsuits that were inspired by Industry Baby would be a good idea.
Yeah, and I think also, I mean, for me, the pink triangle is used in a lot of early gay and like queer activism, like for the AIDS ACT UP movement. The pink triangle is used a lot. And then for me, I mean, the first thing I thought about when I saw the pink jumpsuits was, if anyone has seen But I'm a Cheerleader, when they go to the conversion camp, all the boys wear blue and all the girls wear pink. In the pastel kind of baby colors. And so it really reminded me of that, and it feels like a subtle nod to that as well, because that movie was super significant for like queer people when it came out. Like that was in theaters, like that was crazy. Like they had RuPaul like in this movie in a conversion camp, and then like lesbians
Zuko
on
is
screen
also in
kissing.
it.
Oh my gosh.
If you have not seen But I'm a Cheerleader, you should go see But I'm a Cheerleader. You should find it somewhere. It's a cult classic.
It's free on
tap it up.
YouTube. It's free on
gonna
YouTube.
say,
We'll,
it might
we'll,
be
we'll
on
make
free
a
on YouTube
movie
with
night.
ads.
I'll make a movie night, guys. I'll make a movie night and watch it.
Good.
Yes.
Yes,
As I haven't
I
seen
think
it, I am
that's-
not very cultured in movies.
And I straight
I can't
RuPaul
blame
was the
you.
craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
that's what was so subversive, is like they had a drag queen playing a straight man running a conversion camp. Like,
yeah.
Camp.
but I mean,
get it.
I think that's. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I think that kind of covers everything with the costumes.
I think
think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I still like that you broke things at the. You broke
So
things
all
on
those
set.
poles were just wood that weren't actually nailed in very well.
It was
so we
like
kept
PVC
putting pressure
pipes and
on-
wood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So it popped out
Wow.
of its holdings when we tried to shake the bar cells, and then we were like, "Oh, gotta put those back
It's okay,
in."
guys. We fixed it. We fixed it. And the
Yeah,
Pure
we
Space
fixed it.
people gave us a 5-star rating. So
Okay.
Yeah, they
That's
like
what
that.
that's what
We're
it's
not
important.
Got
actually
a good
criminals.
grade in Pure Space.
Yes, a good grade.
A normal thing to want.
achievable and normal for me to want.
Completely mentally healthy.
We're not mentally healthy in here. I'm sorry. Everyone has to leave if you're mentally healthy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're idols, of course.
We're idols. There's something wrong with all of us. It's fine.
If you had let that
Oh,
joke play out, we all would have just sat here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay,
You're like, we're staying.
good try to
So
get rid
no
of
one's
us.
leaving,
Not gonna
huh?
be that easy.
So, going back to the song itself, then, what's your favorite? I'm gonna put you on the spot here. What's your favorite line or lyric from the song, and why?
Ooh.
Whatever, me frantically typing our lyrics.
Yeah,
in
go look
right
up your
now.
lyrics on whatever
Oh
that
my
lyrics
gosh.
website is. Yeah.
Bro was the one with the questions, Doc, too.
The lyrics
Yeah.
are not on the question, Doc.
No, but the
I
question
think
is.
for
Oh wait, no, I added that question today. Just kidding.
I'll just say thank you.
Ah.
That's the one I
I think
thought of
she
when I
was
was in the
lying.
shower. Sorry.
Trying to get me in trouble for not doing my research. I read the document.
Where I
How
said,
dare you?
Actually,
How dare you do your homework?
Honestly,
Sorry,
like
I'm good at homework.
I like so much of the song. But I guess like my favorite lines, specifically I guess for filming, was me and Neon's telephone scene, because it was just silly, and also those phones were taped to the wall, so every time we slammed them, we were like, oop.
yeah,
Oh
they were like
my
wiggling
gosh.
around.
You like legit got catfished by this. Like,
We did.
Yeah.
It worked though, so
oh
if
my
you
yes,
find it,
gosh.
it's okay. Like you can see.
It's not about the
Yeah.
quality of what you have, it's about what you do with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I think one of
what
my
were you gonna
favorite
say?
lines I think one of my favorite lines is the very, very, very last one, and it's just a spoken word. We have no choice but to be exactly who we are. I think that's
Mhm.
just my favorite.
Yeah.
The whole song flowed really well and everything, but that just it speaks a lot to me, that those last lines.
Especially like in the MV, that whole last part in general, just I tear up every
Yeah.
time I see it.
Yeah.
truthfully.
I think my favorite lyric was my last line on the rap. The fate changed my love and my soul even more. Connected me to the wisdom I had at the core. That part, because it like ties in everything that everyone in the group is
Yeah.
singing for. I thought it
Mhm.
was really clever to include that in this song, since it's such like a reestablishment of like the concept of our group.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, and also, my whole rap is great. Shout out Al for writing that. And also shout out to our mixer, Kai, because the effects that
Yes.
Kai put on the rap
Yes.
just chef's kiss, tied it
Oh,
all
yeah.
together.
Oh, the mixing is stellar. Like the mixing is
Thank you,
incredible.
Kai.
Oh my
Thank
god,
you,
Kai is amazing.
Someone send the
Everybody
Kai with the
send
star
to
chat
Kai.
in the link in the chat right now. Make sure everybody can see it. Go give that. an
I don't
individual
think
moment.
we can send links.
That's true. You're right.
Oh, give it to me. I'll send a link.
Okay, one second.
Put it on the Discord.
Working on it.
I think my
Important
favorite
things.
line is the same as Levy's, the last line of his rap. Because I also was like, when I heard it the first time, I was like, oh my god, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But like, who
Same.
doesn't love a roll call thing, right? Like a call
Yeah.
out, like the name drop. Yeah, who doesn't love that?
And
I
again,
love
that
it.
too, because we wanted Marius with
Going on?
Fate.
Yeah, you're cutting out a
What
little
he
bit,
was
Al,
seeking.
but
Oh, I'm so. It's because my dog's right next to me.
Oh my gosh,
the
I
rap
thought that
starts
was on
with-
my end. Okay, sorry.
No,
I was
no, you're
starting to
good.
panic. I was like, oh god.
It's it starts with fate change. So fate he was meant to be in it after all. Louis Vuitton, calm down. That's my dog. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Vuitton himself.
Louis Vuitton. Yeah, that's his full name, but his name's Louis.
Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm
that
getting
line
the
is
link.
also really kind of significant to me because, but I'm sure the other guys can attest to this, but like coming into Seeker, not all of us like realized what it was gonna be, and then like after the first meeting with everybody, the first boot camp, I came home and I was like, okay, I'm ready to start T. Because before I was like wishy-washy, I was like, I don't really know if I want to do that because I know that it like changes your voice, and I was a singer, all this other stuff. But then I met you guys and I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's how I felt too.
Aw.
Cookies.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Kisses you both on the forehead. Oh my god.
We like a little affirmation on a Tuesday, you know.
Sure, for
Good.
sure.
It's good. Because like not to talk about myself, but like one of my concerns has definitely been like voice change because I'm an
Yeah.
alto
Mhm.
and like naturally and not like a pretty low one at that. So I'm like my high range is already suffering. Like what do you want from me?
Yeah,
It's just brutal. It's
I
brutal.
think we
My
can
voice
all speak
change,
about
ouch.
T.
It's brutal, man.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
three.
Well, I mean, earlier I kind of dropped, right, that I had a little bit of a different experience with transness than other members in the group because I came out and socially and medically transitioned like a lot earlier than a lot of people. Well, just honestly earlier than most people that I know in my day-to-day life. Like I was one of those like kids that you see on the news and it's like this 9-year-old is transgender.
They
Um,
transgendered this 9-year-old. And
no,
checked
they
it.
made-
the surgery on you in the school.
You're telling me,
no, so it was like I definitely, you know, we all have related experiences like with our transness, but like I think that I learned a lot about other people's experiences with transness through, you know, being in Seeker, because like not everyone like realizes that stuff like so early on. And like I just think that's really cool. Like I think it's really cool to like see people figure that out like later in life. Like it's never too late. It
Yeah.
is never ever too late
Absolutely
to
not.
like
Like
explore that part of yourself.
I literally figured that out about myself in my like late 30s. It's like Thank goodness for our
And
queer elders, y'all. Let's be real. Thank goodness, the ones we have.
I think that Seeker also has such a like broad range of like experience that, not that we like cover all the bases obviously, but it just like feels very almost holistic to be in the group and to hear what everybody else is going through.
Agree.
Yeah, we all come from a different background as like socially, or we come back from big family, like minority family, like etc. It's a really good mix for all of us, I feel like. And
Yeah.
for me too, coming into Seeker, I was like not exposed to that many trans people through my life. Like I knew I was something, and I liked cosplaying as boys, and I knew I was bi, and just like meeting everybody and like seeing how accessible it really was to actually be fit in my own skin and feel good about myself, like
Yeah.
as a trans person, was really, really special. And then even now too, like I'm in an like I totally relate to the voice thing, because in high school, like choir was my thing, and I was like I was soprano 1, 2, like I sang really high for
yeah.
a long portion of my life. And at some point I was like, I don't really like being called ma'am and she anymore. And
Yeah.
so like when I made the decision to start T, I was thinking about how my voice was going to drop, and like I would be able to hit these lower registers. And now I sing bass in my LGBTQ choir, and I can hit these super, super low notes that I would have never dreamed of being able to if I hadn't taken that step. So
Yeah.
Wait, can I tell a story really quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what this is for.
So I was a coloratura in school, so I also did choir for a long time, soprano, high notes or whatever. And I had like a pretty broad range. And when we were doing All-State one year, my choir teacher was driving us, and I told her, I'm going to be able to sing bass one day. And she said, that's never going to happen. Your voice will not do that.
Boo.
And I'm just saying, I can
Boo.
sing bass now, so
Period.
follow your dreams,
Let's
kids.
go.
Call her right now and tell her that.
We're telling
her
her.
face.
Tell her
I'm gonna
to
message her on
watch
Facebook.
the stream.
Yeah, send the
I'm
stream
gonna be
to
like,
her on
and check this
Facebook.
out.
Here's the clip. Clip it and ship it.
Clip.
Oh man, we're not here to talk about the adults that failed us, are we?
Honestly, I, feel
I mean,
like
we
T
can
is
be.
the reason I can sing.
What'd you say, Ari?
I feel like T is the reason I can sing now. Like I don't
Oh.
really, I never had prior experience singing in any kind of, nothing more than in my house or in my car prior to Seeker. And like pre-T, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I don't know what it was, but he couldn't hit a note. He was off pitch and off key, and then I guess maybe the confidence that T gave me, like pushed me to understand my voice and what it can do. And now I'm like, oh, I like it now.
That's awesome, actually. I definitely get the being weird about your own voice.
Yeah.
Like, as a VTuber, sometimes you have to listen to yourself, and it's unpleasant. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You get used to it, but it's terrible.
My only experience doing like work with my voice before being in Seeker was and it even says this like in my EPK in the EPK, and also like in some of my bios and on my social media I talk about this, but I have a background in haunted house, in like the haunted house industry. So I was a haunted house actor for many years, and also worked in like the management side of that kind of stuff. But like I learned a lot about how to use your voice. When you do haunt acting, you learn a lot about like how much you can push the limits on your voice, both like low and high, and screaming and growling and making animal noises
yeah.
and things like that. So, oh my gosh, getting over the embarrassment definitely like helped prepare me for having to listen to my own voice when I'm singing.
Yeah. Is that like the worst part though? Like listening to yourself before the mix is done? Is that like the worst part for anybody else, or is that just me?
It depends on the song for me, because some songs I like really go in there. I give it my all, and I'm like super satisfied with it. And then there's been songs where I'm like, even though I tried really hard, I'm like, damn, I sound like I phoned that in. And then the mix comes out, and I'm like, oh, it's
yeah,
fine.
it's fine. Yeah, mixers are magical. I'm not gonna lie, mixers are like superhuman.
We love our mixers.
We do. We definitely do.
Honestly, I hated my voice so much before T, but now I'm like, who is that guy? I don't even know. I can listen to it. It's fine.
I hope I get.
Apparently, half my family had no clue that I could sing at all, and 'cause my parents were like showing all of my I guess some aunts and uncles and some cousins like the Philosopher song, and they were all like, "Yeah, they're in this," and they're like, "Haha, you're funny." No, they're not. They don't sound like that.
Oh no!
And I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
no!
on one hand, cool, awesome, because my voice did drop up quite a bit after P.
Yeah.
So I was like, they can't recognize me. This is swaggy. But also like, ow, dang, did you really think I couldn't sing at all? Okay,
Oh my
I see how it
gosh.
is.
Once again, the adults that failed.
They didn't tell me. To be fair, they didn't tell me. I think it's really funny because they didn't know my voice drop. To be fair, I was also a soprano before all this, and I could hit really high notes.
Oh
Now
my
yeah.
god. So what you're
What's
trying to
about
tell
more
me
high
is if they're whatever's below bass is where I'm gonna end up.
Maybe.
Hell
Possibly.
yeah.
Some
I'm gonna
people's voices
be-
go super, super
I'm
low,
gonna
and
be
some.
James Earl
stay-
Jones.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. I did want to ask, there's like a little, I'm gonna stop the slideshow for a second and blast everyone's eardrums again. Hold on. Let's turn it down so I don't blast everybody's eardrums this time. I don't even know if there's sound on this clip. I wanted to talk
100%.
about the filming real quick on Breakout. Did you guys, was this self-shot entirely, or did you have like
Yup.
assistants?
Well, we had
we had
assistance
staff.
from 2 staff members.
How big is
It
your
was all,
like
like-
staff team?
Two.
I think it's
Right now, it's
formally it's like 2 people. We've had like 4 in total. But like two of them have their own like personal things going on. So,
Yeah,
like,
it's
That's
actually
fair.
in that last photo is our 2 staffers.
Oh yeah, one of them was our lawyer.
One of them is our
Ah.
like actual attorney. And yeah,
yeah, Seeker has an attorney, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
So watch
His
out.
name's Matthew Adams.
We'll
We'll
Yeah.
sue. I don't know for what, but we'll sue.
We'll find
Yeah.
a reason. We'll find a legal
Yeah, we'll
reason.
find
and
a
we'll
reason.
sue.
Oh my gosh.
And if there's not one, we'll make one.
Oh my
Period.
gosh.
For
But yeah, we had assistance from 2 staff members, and they also were in the video as cop, lawyer, and speaking on the phone person.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love that. You utilize everybody when you're indie, right? You like
yes,
Literally
everybody wears
utilize-
multiple hats.
everyone. Yup.
Everyone has to be a best boy.
Who
I think
did
that in the credit.
I know, and the credits did roll at the end of it, but who did the composition?
That was a mix of Ronan and Neon, pretty much. Are you talking?
Depends what you call by the composition.
Oh, the
'cause
music.
like-
I'm sorry. Let
Oh.
me go back and then we'll talk
Oh,
about
no.
the
Oh,
editing.
Funny Leech.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Funny.
composer, his name is Funny Leech, and he provided the instrumental to Marius when the group first was formed.
Oh, interesting.
And he's from Indonesia? Question mark.
I'm pulling up his
Yeah.
account now. One
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. I think he primarily does like anime and like metal and like rock sort of production.
Interesting.
And actually, fun fact that track that we worked off of wasn't a finished track. Like the actual finished Breakout track was sent to Marius, but apparently it wasn't a fully finished track according to Funny Leech. So we worked off of that track, and that's what it ended up becoming. But it wasn't like fully finished, apparently.
Yeah, he let us know after we had already released it, being like, the track wasn't finished. You guys
Oh,
released my unfinished track.
no!
Yeah, but it worked out.
Oh,
But it worked so.
no.
It was so good. It sounded finished. That's
Yeah,
what
we,
just
we,
Yeah,
we
no,
were
it
like,
sounds really good.
what are we missing here?
like, what more were you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, was there something else?
I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious.
Kind of
I think it may have
jam-packed.
been too powerful for us if it was
Yeah.
finished.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and if you guys like the sound of that, he actually has his own band. So you should
Oh.
definitely go listen to his music because it's really good. And they play like all the instruments live and stuff. So
I am putting the link in the chat on Twitch.
It's in
So
the
it will
band
show
now
up on the
also, so that was
screen.
his individual, and then there's the band.
And the band, I will grab that.
Yeah, he's like a jack of all trades. He's like a kitchen manager, like he's a head chef, he's a vocalist in a band, he's a producer, he has a record company, like he does a lot.
Wow. Jeez.
Bro's got so many hats.
Yeah, for real. I feel like a lot of music people end up like that though, where you just like, sure, I'll have a little ambition as a treat. Like,
Yeah.
just a little, just a pinch.
It is pouring rain where I am. Like, it is torrential storms outside.
Oh my gosh, it's
tell
like
me about it.
fine where I am. Yes, I'm the only one. Oh my gosh.
Me and Neon are in, like, natural disaster central right now.
Oh my gosh.
This
For
reminds
real.
me of like IckyCon, the first IckyCon we did, and Neon got snowed in and couldn't make it. and I was just
Do you
out
mean
like,
every
snowed out
IckyCon?
here.
Oh my gosh.
do you mean every single EGCon that I get freaking snowed in? Oh,
Did you
It
get
happened this
snowed
year-
in these
it happened
past
this year
year
too.
too?
yes, 2 years in a
Oh,
row.
Oh my
No!
gosh.
Not even snowed in. I got iced in. My city shut down. There was nothing going on for a week.
That's not.
You just need to,
No,
like,
that's not fair.
Come down here for that entire month. That way. You can just be-
Apparently, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Take a vacay.
And then as soon as you get here, Texas ice is over.
Oh god, don't
Literally,
tempt
I can't
it. Don't
leave.
tempt fate.
Oh no, you can't leave.
We don't need that again. Oh god, the
We all
ice
just
storm.
kidnap Neon and
Ice
keep them
storm.
here.
I hope you guys didn't like your power grid.
Yeah. I mean, we hate our power
Oh.
grid, but not for anyway. We hate it because it sucks. Thanks. Oh, never mind. I can't. I don't think I should name drop politicians on the stream.
In Minecraft.
In
In
Minecraft.
Minecraft, guys.
Yeah, we hate our power grid in Minecraft. Lord. Okay, so I promise we're not even halfway through my questions. I'm sorry. I'll try to hurry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
We just yap.
I yap too, which is why this is a fun interview series for me, because if it's people I can just yap with, they just go on forever. I've had people be like, it's gonna be how long? And I'm like, as long as we yap. What do you like?
Oh,
If
you know
all we
it
can
gets
do is
times.
yap for an hour, I am. If we can only yap for an hour, I'm falling down on the job. Like, I'm not being interesting enough if we can only yap for an hour. I did want to, let me switch this for this. I wanted to talk for a minute about, we do love the yappening. We do. Please play. Wait, hold on. Hold on, sorry. I'm failing miserably.
Take your
Automatic!
time.
There we go. This
Yay.
is the slideshow with you guys being silly and all of the subunits. So talk to me about recent performances, subunits, that kind of a thing, and then we'll talk about future stuff.
Huh.
Last
year was busy.
Yeah,
Last year
y'all
was
were
a lot of
actually. It was kind of.
We went on tour, kind of.
Yeah,
It
right?
was
We just-
busy.
Should we start from the first one and just go down the list until?
Chronologically is fine. Yeah.
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 So the first one was our first performance after Marius went on hiatus. I don't remember. Did they ask us to go to Comic Palooza or did we?
Yeah,
decide to?
we were invited by
Elixir.
to perform with them at Comic Palooza.
And we didn't want to do a 5-person thing because it just felt. it
We
was like,
weren't
look,
sure.
Yeah, we were like, it feels like an odd number when we are a 6-person group to just leave one member out completely. So we decided to do a 4-person, and we were like, C4, like the explosive.
Like the bomb.
And we thought we were so cool for
no.
that. So exploding onto the scene. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we just started the summer subunit shuffle. It wasn't intentionally going to lead into a bunch of subunits, but then it just kind of did, and
And it was fun.
it was really fun. And then the
Is-
It was
next
really
one
fun.
was
Is it
y'all
really
at
an-
Bridal because
Idol unit without subunits, like.
Yeah.
True.
I would say Levy too was kind of the spearhead of that C4
Yes.
unit.
Levy did
Because he did the
costuming.
costumes, yeah, and helped us pick what songs
Yeah,
to do.
hold on. I am pulling up our website really quickly so that I can like go down the list of our subunits for
chronology.
reference.
'Cause the next one y'all did was Bridal.
Yeah. But yeah, C4 was kind of I mean it was a collaborative effort, but like I did kind of the research and like helped us pick out the songs. And I did the costuming for that one. I kind of wanted it to be like a little more edgy, a little more hip hoppy. Like, I really liked how the costumes turned out, even though they're really simple. I feel like they look cohesive, and I love how they moved on stage with the ribbons. But yeah, C4 didn't have like a super strong concept. It was just like, this is us. This
Yeah,
is
it
C.
was-
There's 4 of us.
C4.
You can see 4 on the stage.
It works.
And then shortly after that, we had another performance we were asked to guest at, and it was so quick after this performance at Comic Palooza, but I could not attend because I was recovering from top surgery, literally like 5 days before the performance.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Neon-
Yeah,
The big chop.
yeah. So
Neon
Neon
jumped
came
in.
in and came in clutch, and we did. That was how Remix was born. We were really sticking with the dot names. C.4, Re.mix.
Re.mix, land.party, yeah.
Because it was
But-
almost the same set list too. They were taking over my spot in one song, so we were like, let's just we're remixing everything. We're so
Yeah,
clever.
it was
Oh my
like a
gosh.
remix on the last performance that we had done, but also it was like just like it was a complete mashup of like random unrelated songs pretty much. So we
It
were like
was
No,
Pride-
it was way
Pridal.
Pride themed.
Yeah, it
Come
was
on
Pride
here,
themed.
people.
Yeah.
Random
That's fair.
songs.
That's
Goodness
fair.
gracious.
No.
Cohesive
The
history.
the song Make a Man, that was very on theme, but like everything else we were doing was kind of just like, this is a bunch of songs that we already know.
An Orville Peck covered song. Gay.
You're right. You're
Visual
right.
Prison.
You're
Gay
right.
vampire.
You're
Visual
right. No.
prison.
Lulu
Thank
Bito
you.
and Jim. Come
Yeah,
on,
you're right,
guys.
you're right.
Gay,
It was a
gay,
pretty-
gay.
It was a pretty queer set list. I have to concede.
Gay is
But-
the
but,
quote of
like,
the night.
My point is like there wasn't a huge concept for the group itself.
Mm.
It was a mix 'em up. We were like, this we have these things in our pocket. We're doing a Pride themed set. We're remix.
And I believe
Uh,
was the first WTF performance after that, y'all?
I believe
It was
so,
before.
right? Before,
Oh, it
Before
was
LAN party, right?
Yeah, it's before Land Party.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
We did
We're
clowns.
two
We did
friends.
clowns.
we wanted to go to Otakon. I say we mean I wanted to go to Otakon. Neon wanted to go to Otakon. We said, okay, yeah, let's go to Otakon. But I
Oh my
don't go to
God.
cons unless I have a reason to be there. So we were like, subunit? Sure. What are we gonna do? And so we went. I don't even remember. How did we even get to clowns? I don't remember.
y'all were just
exactly.
clowning around.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
remember
the-
why we I think
I-
I said that I wanted to do Becoming Potatoes.
that might have been it. Maybe we chose a song and we were like, we can make that clowns.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then we made up the name of the We're Two Friends because we thought clowns were funny. And then people ate that up.
They did. No,
I-
people were talking about that like all
People
over.
still
It was
talk
so
about
good.
It was so funny.
People bring their tomatoes to events.
the
And they're like, "What do you
tomatoes.
think?"
Yeah, I heard
still
about
want
the
a tomato.
tomatoes.
I also wanted
Yeah.
tomato.
well, to be fair, we didn't think we would get rid of all of our tomatoes because we were like at a really late slot on Friday,
We were
Saturday
at
night.
11:30 on Saturday
Oh my
night. We were like, nobody's
God.
gonna show up.
Dang.
And
no one really
everybody
knew
this
who we
person was gonna be
were.
drunk, so it doesn't matter.
So
Oh
like
my
we're
God.
clowns, we're not doing like normal stuff, we're not like the full group, like no one's really gonna come to the set, maybe some friends of ours. And then the room was packed and they took all the tomatoes.
Oh
and we
my
were
God.
like, oh,
We also
so that went really well.
we did clowns, and I can't believe that we even got in with that because the organizer Jenny is like deathly afraid of clowns.
And she came to our set, which we did not think we thought she was gonna skip it, but she was in the middle of the room covering her eyes like the whole time.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she had to like
gosh.
cover her eyes and like to talk to us.
Because she couldn't look us in the face.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so
Way to
we kind of-
traumatize the staff.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, we're gonna do it again too.
Oh
It's gonna
my
be great.
gosh.
Yeah, no. And so that kind of, and I guess we should probably just discuss the other weird two. I almost just said the wrong name. The other weird two friends things, just while we're here, because
Do you
we
even
then
know what the subunit's called?
what weird two. I almost said the other subunit name. That's not weird two friends. That is not
friends?
family friendly.
What the friend? Yeah, we did
What the friends?
politics.
Look, I cuss
We're
all the
three
time on my
friends.
stream. It's fine.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
the
that-
concept of the name is we're two friends, but also the acronym what the fuck, because that's kind
Exactly.
of what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Do you want to talk about
Every-
politics?
Every time you put out something new for that subunit, I am just like, are they okay?
Yeah, our last
Like,
pretty
We're like,
like,
we
literally
ask the
just
same
like,
questions.
Do you need
You are
a? Do
not
you need
ready.
a? Do you need somebody to come over and talk to you
Oh,
at like midnight?
yeah,
like, are you
no.
okay?
I mean,
Like a
they're about
therapist?
they're about to talk about the politics concept, but like when that happened, I had people messaging me like, "Hey, what is going on?"
Yeah.
Well, this is
I
the- Why
definitely,
is Ronan Trump?
I did a big double take when I first saw it. I was like, is this okay? Like,
That's why in all caps I said this is satire. I
This
hope
is
people
satire.
can read. I
Yeah.
promise. But no,
Reading
that,
on the
that
internet.
So the politics that was called "Wake Up, Sheeple." What? Why did we wanted
Because
to...
Megan- I can tell you why. Because I remember because it was us in a chat with Megan, and Megan was like, "Y'all can make a set out of anything," and we said, "Yeah, bet.
oh
What do
my
you got?"
God.
And she said, "Sheep," and we went, "Yeah, okay, I can make a sheep set list." So we grabbed a bunch of sheep songs, and then we realized that those were all good songs, and they were like, "How can we make a set out of this?" We got asked
Oh, no.
/ applied to go to Gateway Idol Gateway Festival, which is up in Maryland, Baltimore area, or it kind of depends. And
Right,
we were
right.
like, "Oh, this is near the White House. We could do something political as trans people."
That's right.
Oh
So
my
we were like,
gosh.
"What?" So we were like, "What if we take?" Because I think we had other plans. There's like this whole. We at one point we wanted to do like a because the theme was like blooming into you. We're like, "Oh, we could do a bunch of like preteen debut group songs. That'd be really fun." Or we could do like
Liberty set.
puberty set. But then we were like, but what about the sheep set that we accidentally created? What if we put politics into it? And then we were like, yeah, we can commit to this bit. And then we did. Probably
So-
shouldn't have. But
And
people
then
loved it,
also-
so
Oh wait, I don't
Yeah,
want to
but-
cut off Nian. I was gonna say it also made me think about because we've all talked about this before. Yohio's like tweets where he's
Oh my
like
gosh.
calling people sheeple. Like I don't know if anyone is familiar in
Yes.
in chat
Oh.
with Yohio. I'm sure that they are. But like
They should
Yohio of Yohio Lloyd, like he has a bunch of
hinged.
unhinged political tweets, and he has one where he's like, "Wake up, I think he literally says the sentence, "Wake up, sheeple."
Oh my
And he has a
gosh.
song that I sang that is "Oh My Polka Dot Politics." So I had to put it into a set list for us to perform, obviously,
Oh my
because that's what
God.
people do.
Everything
Anyways,
I've learned about Yohio has been against my will.
What? Who calls him White Gack?
it's me, and I call him White.
He,
That was
he
so
is
fucking
white
funny.
gacked.
Oh
He
my
literally is white
God.
gacked.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in the car when that was coined. Oh, it was so funny.
What? When White Gack was coined, I was there when the scriptures were written.
Don't speak the texts to me.
I
I
was
was
there.
there
Oh my
when they were
God.
written.
But yeah, so that's WTF. That's We're Two Friends. It's mostly us trying to make as extremely highbrow, lowbrow themed set
we
list
said-
that is borderline drag.
Yeah, high concept set lists, I think, is in our official bio.
High concept.
Yeah.
I love
Wanted
that.
to see more. So
and people eat it up.
Yeah.
And then we did, of course, we were talking about what the WTF, and that led into your politics performance. But between those two performances, we had LAN party.
LAN party. Oh,
LAN
how I love the
party.
concept.
LAN
for this one.
party.
This one
Yeah.
was. Go on, Livy.
Oh no, you go ahead, Ari.
Oh, well, it's just that literally just came to be because we just put all of our first letters of our names together.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Multiple
Levy,
access
Al,
network party.
Ari, Neon, and then it also is like LAN, like a LAN party, like for old people who played video games.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're old, you'll know what this is.
Yes. But yeah, it was like from there it just became like I guess like a vague D&D RPG concept, and it was really fun to make the designs. I think Levy also did the designs for this time around as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I did the initial design concepts, and then we had some revisions that Al contributed to, and then like it all kind of came together. But yeah, I made a lot of the costuming pieces. Like I made Ari's costume pretty much, and I made my own costume pretty much. And then Al made theirs, and Neon made theirs.
Yeah.
And to touch on, like, I really loved the attention to detail that Levy put into mine, because my role was like the dancer, and we didn't want to do something that like, because like Orientalism is such a heavy thing in like dancer
Yeah.
characters. So Levy pulled from my background as like, because I come from a Mexican family, and so my costume pulls from like mariachi elements instead, and I really just loved that attention to detail and getting like to have a small part of my culture shown on the stage.
Yeah, I did a lot of like research on like styles of like traditional Mexican dancing, like folklorico and things like that, and like yeah, the kind of costumes that like the because you know whenever you think of like folklorico or like traditional Mexican dancing, you mainly imagine the women, but there's men who do it too.
Mhm.
So it was really cool to like research that and like see how they dress, but then also kind of elevate it into a more like fantasy concept.
Yeah. I like that. That's actually a really interesting take on that. Because I get where you're coming from, where it's like, even if you don't want to go, okay, the Orientalism is a problem, it's also samey.
Yeah, it's because I pulled a lot of inspiration from like Fire Emblem, like early Fire Emblem character designs. And like dancer, well, for all of our roles, I pulled from some early Fire Emblem character designs because you know I have a close friend who's super into Fire Emblem.
We love Fire Emblem.
Yeah, and so I was like, I love the character design in especially early Fire Emblem games, but a lot of their dancer characters definitely do have a struggle with the Orientalism factor.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, we can take this a different direction, guys.
And
I
I'm
like
not
to
sure
have-
that's a direction anybody else has gone in with it, you know?
Yeah, I think it was really. I don't think I've ever seen more like elevated fantasy designs around like Mexican or South American culture. So I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Somebody else was talking.
I think
Sorry.
one other important thing to say, I think, about LAN Party is that they also got to perform on the inaugural San Japan stage.
Which
Oh,
I
yeah.
missed.
Yes.
My
Oh.
life is
Previously,
suffering.
oh no, but like previously, San Japan I think had festivals that was by the Texas Idol Festival,
Mhm.
but that year was the very first one that it was convention sponsored,
Yeah.
and then, of course, as you know, people, am I allowed to say who like runs things, technically? As the person who runs this is in the chat.
I know, I was
so
gonna
yes,
say,
yes,
they
yes.
can give you permission.
I mean,
They're
I
in
see
the
them.
chat.
They're in the chat.
They're in
They
the
can.
chat.
Technically, Love Notes are the ones who I think run that.
Okay,
that
you got a lull,
festival.
yes, so go for it.
Okay, yeah, good, because I was saying it already. And so it was nice to be invited as a group. Not invited, that's wrong. We applied, but we
Mhm.
applied and were let in as a group for like that inaugural event, which I think is also like a pretty fun thing to be a part of.
Oh yeah,
I say
definitely.
as I didn't perform, but
Yeah, no,
You know
and
what I
we,
mean.
we appreciate it because it was not in our like our main group like they Seeker is more established, but Land
Mhm.
Party was like its own thing, so they definitely still like took a chance on us, and I appreciate having that time on stage.
And shout
Yeah,
out
it was
to
really
Juan
nice.
from-
Yeah, for me
being
as
for
being
that.
the main San Antonio years, so it was a really big deal to me for us to be on that stage, and it was.
Al, you were cutting out a little bit, but I think we got
We
the
got the
gist of what you
gist.
said.
Yeah, you were cutting
I'm
out.
from San Antonio, puro San Antonio. That's all I gotta say.
I feel like San Antonio has adopted me at this point. I've worked for San
Period.
Japan since
Yeah.
2010. Like, I think I'm an honorary San Antonioan. I only know where one Mexican restaurant is, though. So
You'll come across
Falling down
one
on the
at some
job.
point.
I had to find the one with the biggest margaritas. It was very important.
You're so real for that.
Nice.
Wait, was that the San Japan where Jimmy Buffett died?
Yes.
That was the year.
R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
He died
then I
at
remember-
He
Japan?
died at
No.
San Japan.
Margaritaville.
So there's a Margaritaville location right next to San Japan,
Was it the year
and Jimmy
before? Though,
Buffett
hold on.
died.
Now I'm like,
well, he didn't die at last San Japan. It was the one before.
I think
Yeah,
it
it
was
was the one before.
2023.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
and
yes.
Margaritaville
no,
was
it was
so packed
his
I couldn't
memorial.
do my annual Margaritaville trip. Like,
Did happen
I
to
dragged everybody
be
to Margaritaville.
on his death anniversary, though. We did
Oh,
accidentally go
man.
there on his
We
death
did,
anniversary.
yes.
And then we
Accidentally,
hit
you
up the
say.
dealer's hall, and that was the worst mistake of my life.
oh my god. Was it packed?
Not when we went, because we went early on
Oh,
Friday? or early on.
before lunch.
before lunch.
I was two
wow.
Say
margaritas
that.
deep before lunch.
Two
I think it was that
margaritas
one.
deep before lunch.
Oh my god.
Dude, if you go to Margaritaville and you don't have too many margaritas, are you really at Margaritaville? Like, sorry,
it's
but
too really too many. Let's be real.
exactly. Not for San Japan, it's not.
I'm the
Next
only
time
one
I'll
in
go-
this
Oh, God.
stream who is not drinking age, so I cannot speak on this topic.
It's okay, we'll have one in your honor.
Child.
It's
I'll
okay,
drink
guys,
another
only-
one for you.
Pouring out for Levy and Jimmy.
Only 4 more months, guys. It's okay.
We gotta do something for Levy for his 21st.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, Margaritaville.
Margaritaville.
Yes.
Oh my
That's
god.
choice.
I'm gonna party crash. I'm gonna come to Margaritaville and like sit by your table.
You can sit at our table. It's fine. We'll make it a whole party.
Oh my god. I feel like at some
We can
point
get a
on
margarita tower.
at some point on stream I need to tell the story about like party crashing a friend's table at Margaritaville, but they were with like 3 people that didn't recognize me because I was out of cosplay. And they only knew me in cosplay, so they were just looking at me like I was some freak, like interrupting their dinner the whole time. But my friend was just like
Oh,
animatedly
no.
talking with me, like, "Yeah, I brought your stuff that I meant to give you," and blah 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 blah. And then and like, and afterwards they found me on Instagram, and they were like, "Oh my god, that was you at Margaritaville. Sorry."
It
I was like,
happens.
"Yeah,
That
I thought
happens.
you hated me, but no, you just didn't recognize me."
It happens in the con circuit.
It does
for
happen
sure.
if you
Oh,
don't
your
have a
facial
wig
blindness
on.
is crazy.
Yeah, it happened to me at a idol thing the other day. We were all like looking at each other like, "Who are you?" Oh, yeah, just like you don't know. You don't know what people look like
Yeah.
when they don't have a wig on. It's true. Well, I guess.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, but yeah, that was our subunit madness. Crazy summer.
Yeah,
fun,
but
though.
like, it's like it really was like the world tour.
You got a
It
little
was the
bit of
Texas
Subunit
tour.
world tour.
Texas circuit. I mean, Texas is so big. Might as well be.
Yeah, Texas is
That's true.
big.
That was cross country, baby.
Oh
We
my
used to be a
gosh.
country.
Now we're a country.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking at my questions because I think we went through some of these topics already. Future plans. That's what I wanted to talk about next. Future plans. So what's next that you can talk about? Because I'm sure there's always things you can't talk about. But like, what's next that you can talk about?
I think
A few things we can talk about.
Top secret.
Ronan,
Okay.
do you want to talk about it?
Sure, I'll talk about it that way. All legal whatever falls on me. Fine by me. So
Dang, under
our
the bus.
next upcoming event is actually all 5 of us as
Woo!
Seeker will be at Otakon this year on their we're in the Anabeat Festival, right? That's the one.
Yippee!
I'm pretty sure it's Anabeat,
Yippee!
and I know my
Yeah.
event there. So we will be there. It hasn't technically been officially announced, but we were
Oh.
given the green light to say that it's happening.
Okay.
So you'll probably see something from us in the future, but you all get the behind the scenes fun fact that it's gonna be happening. Woo!
yeah.
We'll also be
Exclusive.
performing on the Idol Space stage, so we have in the upcoming weeks, months, timelines are an illusion. It's fine, figuring that out, and that's gonna be on our. That's coming up. Otherwise, we are of course working on some more songs. We can't tell you too much about them because, well, timelines are we don't have an exact date of when things are going to be coming
Yeah.
out, but we are
That's
in
fair.
the process of working on some songs. There's definitely new Seeker music. Maybe We're Two Friends might have something coming out if we ever actually get time to work on it. It's in the backlog. It's there. Otherwise, I don't think we have anything else necessarily planned for this year, but I think there is some discussions of IkiCon next year, right?
Yeah.
For
Oh,
some
Yeah, there
individuals.
is. Yes,
might
for
be.
something new.
Okay.
Would we like to know, Weather Boy?
I'm not the
And
one in the
then-
middle of a tornado right now. I'm not the weather boy.
And then, not to say too much on it, but for the Philosopher fans in chat, because it seems like there was some love for Philosopher. Don't worry, guys. It's not a song of the past. We will be doing something cool, breathing some new life into it, sometime this year.
That's
so
exciting.
yeah, it's gonna have its moment, its second moment.
That is true.
Philosopher
That is a true
Glow.
statement. And otherwise, I'm hoping you can, while we on our YouTube, we're going to be planning to post some more videos and covers this year. None currently, imminently coming out. We've been planning some other things, but for the most part, we have a backlog of ideas that we just have to actually put some steam into and get the ball rolling type game.
That's
I would say
normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's normal creative
All
process.
the normal struggles, you can assume we also feel them.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I think that summarizes what you could expect from us within the next year and some of the next as well.
okay.
Well,
Uh-oh.
See
What's the well?
Catbug26 in the chat. Hi, Catbug26.
Hello, Catbug26.
hi, Catbug.
Hi, Catbug.
I know them.
Oh,
Yes, not
hello.
to brag.
You know
Not to
the
brag.
cat. The
I know
26
the
Catbug?
Catbug26.
Do you know the other 25?
No,
Oh,
unfortunately
oh.
not. That's their extended family. I haven't gotten that close to them yet.
that's
You
kinda
gotta pass the
weird.
test.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Thank you, Catbug.
Also, thank you whoever just bought us a Kofi.
I got that email also.
Oh, thank you, whoever did that. I like that my people are supporting you. That makes me happy.
Yes,
My-
thank you so
My
much,
viewers are
everyone.
supporting you, and that
Thank
makes me
you.
happy.
Those are all very sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, moving on. There were a couple of like general things I wanted to talk about, and then if we still have time, I do have some silly like lightning round questions, but I do actually have a few more like serious questions. I'm so sorry.
Fire away.
I am like
No.
I'm just so what like tips do you have for aspiring idols or people who want to do like cool idol things or that are starting a group? Like, what's your number one, if I had known this when I started being an idol, blank?
Do we all want to answer this one just individually with our own little ideas?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's yeah.
Yeah.
Left to right, left to right.
Oh, okay. I got it.
You should've said
Okay.
You're
that.
first again.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, I think for mine it's gonna be know your own limits, because it stops being as fun as soon as you stress yourself out too much. That'd be one of mine. Where it's like fun is such an important part of it that while there will be some like growing pains, knowing your own limits helps mitigate burnout and the ways that you see the hobby as a whole.
Mm.
That would be that's my 2 cents.
I feel like that's wise for like any creative venture, especially.
Thank you. I'm not the wisdom seeker, but I'll take it.
Today.
I don't know if I'm gonna have that much wisdom to share. Let's see. I've been doing this for like over 10 years at this point. So I feel like my biggest takeaway would be just Nike, just do it, you know? Because I've spent so much time like being worried about like, oh, well, what if people don't like my singing? What if people don't like my dancing? It's like, it doesn't really matter. I feel like there's a lot of discussion about this in the community right now, but like, just do the thing that you want to do, because people will enjoy watching you grow and growing with you more than
Yeah.
seeing you be perfect forever.
That's fair.
I love
I
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, going back to the aspect, oh, can y'all hear me?
You're cutting out, Al, a little bit.
How about now?
That's
That's better.
better.
Oh, sorry. Wait, just like the communication aspect is like going back to all that, and like especially if you're in a group, like just being able to communicate like what you're capable of, and like everybody just kind of being on the same page. And I also agree with what Ronan said just about knowing your own limits and your own capabilities. It's like you don't have to shoulder everything on your own, and it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to not be able to do some performances or have to back out of something. Like you want to give your 100%, but how can you do it if you're like at 80% battery, you know?
Mhm.
So I definitely, I guess on my end is more of the communication aspect of it. It's just like be present and enjoy the moment, but like be present and really communicate with everybody you're working with.
I guess for me it's that, well, everyone goes into being an idol, right, with, I guess, well, you should go into an idea of how seriously do you want to take this? Like, how serious are you going to get about this? And like, do you want to build a fan base? Because if you want to build a fan base, the unfortunate truth is you have to put work into that.
Mhm.
And that's something that I'm definitely like trying to learn and be better about, right? Is like, if you want to have a presence in the community, one, you need to network with people within the community who've been doing this longer than you
Mhm.
have, because that's how you learn. And also, again, on the building a fan base side, that means you need to hold like yourself to a certain standard. And again, that depends on how seriously you want to take it, right? But if you want to build a fan base, you need to find a specific brand for yourself, like a niche that you're targeting, and you need to be putting out something of a certain quality, right? And if it's like you want to be known for dancing, that means you're gonna have to post dance videos with regularity. If you want to be known for like live singing, that's something you just need to work on and commit to, right? Like, you need to find your demographic and build your demographic and like feed content to the fans, because like they need to know who you are and like that kind of thing. So I guess it's just about establishing yourself and understanding how seriously you want to take it, if that all makes sense.
Mhm. Very business minded. I like that. It is a business after all. I mean, at the end of the day, like, unfortunately, the hustle, for better or for worse.
I think my advice would be this might not be applicable to everyone, but I know a good chunk of us struggle with this. Do not let the imposter syndrome keep you from doing the thing.
Mm.
That's a good one.
I think that's definitely something I struggled with a lot at the beginning and still do a lot of times, but like it kind of goes hand in hand with like know when to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Because like I mentioned earlier, I've never choreographed anything in my life. Breakout is the first thing that I've ever like put that kind of work into, and it actually turned out great. Granted, I was help, but like we still.
It
did
was
that.
a group effort. It was a group effort, though. You're the one who came out with breaking
No,
the
they cut
handcuff.
out.
Sorry, I said you're the one who came up with breaking the handcuffs.
True,
So
true.
it started from there and just went from there. So
But like, you're never gonna you're gonna stay where you are unless you branch out. And I do agree. I like know your limits definitely, because you can bite off more than you can chew. But also don't be afraid to say yes. Even like my philosophy is say yes just for the story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It'll make a good story to tell one day, if nothing else.
Yeah. Once
Can I
again, for better or
piggyback
for
off of-
worse.
Can I piggyback off of Levy? I agree with like the networking and stuff. It's like so important, especially in the Kaiga Idol world, not just for like networking sake, but also because the people in this community are like so kind and helpful and want the community to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
And if you reach out to somebody who you think is like better at you at singing, at dancing, at promoting themselves, at like whatever that you want help on, they will help you. Like, I don't think I know anybody that would even like think about being upset about a message like that. Like, everybody would love to help you.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that, like, I think a lot of people worry about, I don't know if it's a creative community thing or like a convention orbiting thing, but like, I think a lot of people worry about people being judgmental or being kind of holier than thou about it or stuck up. And like, the reality is, even as like an outsider, like I'm an idol on the internet, and that's about it, right? Like, I'm not an idol on a stage, right? But like, even from my perspective and going in and networking with idols as like doing my interviews and going to performances, and a lot of them are cosplayers, and like doing all that I do, it's those people that are being judgmental or trying to edge you out or getting weird and defensive about it are not as numerous as you think. Like, they're going to be there, but there's far more people out there that want you to succeed and that want to succeed
Absolutely.
alongside you, and that would like to collaborate with you even in whatever
Mhm.
sense. And that, I think that holds true for a lot of creative communities, but I've especially felt that way about the idols that I've known, that I've been able to see, like, the idol community is kind of sprawly, and it has like areas there that's centralized in certain ways. Like the Florida idol scene, the Texas idol scene, the this, that, and the other, right? But it's one of those ones where I feel like people reach across pretty great distances with how much they want others to succeed. I don't know how else to explain it, but like, I probably said that really clumsily.
No, I understand what you mean, because there are states in the U.S. that have like their own kind of pocket, right?
Mhm.
Like this is the Texas idol scene, this is the Florida idol scene, this is like the DMV area idol scene. But definitely the hardcore like fans will be fans of groups from different parts of the country, right? Like, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
even for myself, as an example, like Cortesque was like, I was so
Oh,
excited to see them in Texas.
yeah.
Like, I had been a
Such
fan of
good
them.
show.
Yeah.
And then also, I really admire like the idol culture that they have, like up in the DMV. So I think I think you're right. It sprawls across, you know, the love and admiration that fans and fellow idols have for each other. It definitely goes across state lines.
And don't discount yourself just because you're, you know, like a virtual idol. you're still a part of like the idol scene, just like all of the cosplay idols, the Kai Guy idols, the VTubers. Like all of us are maybe in different niches, but or niches or whatever, but we're still all like one community, and everybody wants to see each other succeed and help each other.
That's, I think, like, not, because I'm gonna divert this away from talking about me because I'm embarrassed. No, not niceness. You can't be nice to me on my stream. It's not allowed. But it's like, sometimes I think, especially like the VTuber community gets a bad reputation for being kind of like, you only hear about the bad stuff and you don't hear about the good stuff and the good people necessarily, which I think is part of why part of why I kind of identify a little more leaning toward idol, even though my music stuff is not out yet. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. But it's like, you forget the good things sometimes too when you hear about the bad things. So it's important to remember that, like, again, the bad things really are kind of few and far between compared to all the people out there that want to like shake you and tell you how awesome you are and like spend money on you and buy your merch and like come to your concerts or like show up to your streams. And yeah,
if you need an example, you can look in the comment section on the breakout video, because every single person that has commented on there has been so nice to us.
It's a very wholesome
very
comment
much,
section.
very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that a lot of creative communities, especially like on the like convention side, which goes broader than just conventions, right? It's like anime, cosplay, idols. I think people focus a lot on like, oh, there's drama in the community. But like, that's only such a small portion, whereas most people in these communities just want to help each other succeed. Like, that is the only feeling that I've had being in the community, is that people want to lift each other up and see each other succeed.
Yeah. I definitely like being behind the scenes as an organizer of convention stuff and having helped out a little behind the scenes of some idol stuff. If you come into it not knowing what the community is like as much from an insider perspective, I think you even worry. Like, you're like, oh, I heard this community is so dramatic or whatever. Which I'm sure is like all people hear about VTubers. It seems like people just have such a negative impression of VTubers sometimes. And I'm just like, nah, most of us are just like, chill. We're like one trick ponies doing our little stupid little dance, you know? Like, that's it. That's us. But idols too, people think about like idols like as a specific type of like an entertainer, like entertainer TM, right? So I feel like they feel like they're gonna get all the Hollywood drama level of like, but again, it's definitely not everybody. It's not even most people. I've loved the idol community so much, and all the friends I've made in the idol community that have been welcoming to me as this like weirdo that just starts messaging you on Instagram and assumes that you're okay with it. Like that,
we
like
love that.
90% of my social life is DMing people on Instagram, and I don't know what I'll do if they ever take DMs away. Like,
oh, that'd be so sad.
I know. I don't know. Like when they started doing the comments thing on Instagram and where you couldn't always reply to stories, I was like, oh god, I'm never gonna talk to anyone ever again. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, it's a very supportive community, and I've loved everybody that I've seen in the community and everybody that I've met. And every time I have an opportunity to interact with a different facet of the idol community, I just get to see how warm and inviting it is, and how like varied the talents are, and how everyone is so unique and everyone brings something very, very special to the community. And like, I know I'm sitting here like, these are my Oshis and I'm trying not to be awkward and stupid on my stream, but like also it's like I'm recognizing your niche to me, like your perceived niche and your perceived like importance in my life, right? So definitely, I guess where I'm going with this is like, support your idols, guys, your favorite idols, like, or your favorite entertainers of any kind that have any way for you to support them, like your favorite VTuber, your favorite whatever. Like, support them as much as you can. It doesn't have to be monetary. You don't have to spend money on them. You can watch their streams. You can play their stuff on Spotify. You can share a post. You can like a post. You can leave a kind comment. You can leave a couple of emojis, you know? But like, it doesn't all just come from within the community to, you know, it's like, it's
Right.
bigger
A
than that.
little,
It's
little
bigger
goes
than
a
what-
long way.
Yeah, definitely. I just
Speaking
went
as
on
an
the biggest
organizer,
tangent.
I definitely agree with that. And me and Ronan, especially, I think organize like a lot of idol events and stuff.
Mhm.
And every time we organize something, the idols are always so excited
Yeah.
to see like the Wota in the pit, or like the people, not just the other performers cheering for them, but like people that came just to see them. So
Yeah.
like, you don't have to do anything except show up.
Yeah.
And people will be
Just-
so excited, so happy.
There's at least one person in that audience that is there for you specifically. Like,
Exactly.
don't discount it. Don't think
Mhm.
that you're not good enough. Don't think that you're the exception to that, because you're not. There is somebody in that audience that you are their favorite. Like, that's how this kind of stuff works. It just
And then
is.
also, it's like if someone isn't even there for you,
Yeah.
you could become their reason to go
Yep.
to another
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm so glad you said that, Levy, because I have an anecdote about that. So when we were at Comic Palooza and we were doing that was C4 if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone
Oh,
came up to us
yes.
afterwards and was like, "Oh my god, y'all are so cool. This was an amazing thing to see. I didn't know this existed. That was really awesome. I just heard y'all from a distance and came to watch, and now I need to know more about this." And then, however many weeks later, they came to the Pridal show where
Yeah.
Aw.
we did the Pride set list, and they were like, "I don't know if you remember me," and I was like, "Oh no, I remember you, because what you told us about was like insane. That you were like, y'all were so cool. I'm now obsessed with you," and they came to another show because of that. Like, just
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
knowing that
shout
like the
out-
little things that you do like
Mhm.
that can still impact people and bring more people into the community. Crazy.
Yeah, shout out Rio. We love Rio.
It's like,
But yeah, like
we all have that one. I have somebody like that is a regular that I'm just like, everyone's, not to like call out anybody, but like every time they're in my chat, I just remember this one time that they sent me a message saying, "You got me through a really hard time with such and such stream." Aw. And I was just like, "Oh, I matter." Like,
I
wow.
love that.
Yeah. And I think
And then-
also you should tell your faves that. Just do it. It's not
Yes.
awkward. They want to hear it.
It helps so much to just like,
yeah.
especially during like a hard because every creative goes through the motions of
Mhm.
like, I'm not doing enough, I need to be better. Like we're artists, we criticize ourselves so harshly,
Yeah.
and for someone to just come up and say something like that, or even just be there, even just show up, like it helps so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also like tell your friends, like bring your friends to these shows, even if it's not something that they're interested in.
Yes.
You never know, this could become like a new thing that they are into.
Mhm.
Especially in the Kai Guy idol scene, because there's so many different like concepts
Mhm.
and aesthetics and types of music. Like, it's just everything.
Especially
Yeah,
now.
no. There's hip hop, there's rap, there's like rock, there's like J-pop,
Yeah.
K-pop. There's all kinds of different music being performed at these events. Like someone will find something to enjoy.
Yeah, there's definitely something for everyone, and I think there's people that want to like discount it and be like, "Oh, it's idols," and I'm like, no, seriously, give it a shot. Like, don't be weird about it. Just show up and try. Like,
They let themselves enjoy it. Though.
exactly. Like, oh no, enjoying something is terrible. Gosh, like, you don't have to be a hater. It costs $0
do
to
not-
not be a hater.
Do not let the cringe define you.
Exactly. We can all be
Do
cringe
not be
and
free
free.
of cringe. Be free because you're cringe.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Totally. I agree with that. And like, what was I gonna say? Oh gosh, it just went out of my head. But like, when you were saying about like bring a friend, I want to say too that like, you never know what impact like your support is gonna have on somebody. Like, you could say the right thing at the right time to like lift somebody out of a slump, or you could be a person supporting them when nobody at home supports them, or when they've had a
Right.
difficult friend break up, or like whatever the case may be. You know, all kinds of things happen in the world. But blanket statement: be more positive and tell people you care. Like, and that includes
Yes, it's
your
okay to be
Oshis.
vulnerable.
Yeah,
It's okay to have the feelings.
it is. It is. No toxic masculinity in this chat. None of
None.
that. None.
Literally after like every boot camp, I'll sit and be like, I'm just so grateful for all of y'all. Y'all have put so much
Aw.
time, like just soppy as fuck.
That's good.
I mean, frick.
You're allowed
Look,
to curse.
You
Ari.
can curse on my stream. It's fine, because I do. I'm say so, except that I say fuck a lot. Like, everything else is fine, but I just say fuck a lot. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
I always tell myself when I'm doing idle stuff I won't curse as much, and then I forget.
I don't do it when I'm emceeing, but then I do it when I'm streaming, and I'm like, one of these days I'm gonna slip. I'm just gonna slip. Gotta quit it. That's why I can't use my VTuber streams as like, here's promotional material for why you should hire me. I will say bad words in front of children. Like, no, I will not, I
Yeah.
promise. Gosh, okay, we've got, well, as much time left as you guys want to have, but we're coming up on slightly close to the end of our time. What's something you guys want to improve on as idols? Either as a unit or individuals?
For me at least, dancing for sure. Like, I
Dancing
could
is
be
hard.
way better. Yeah, dancing's hard.
Dancing's hard.
I think like a stretch goal for us though is definitely of some kind. So that's a lot of more music and a lot more words to write.
I think for me, I definitely want to improve. I kind of want to improve just in everything that I possibly can. I think when it comes to my hobbies, I like to just keep going. But if I had to specify and focus on something, definitely my dancing
That's
as
fair.
well.
Dancing is hard, like I said. Ask me how I
But
know.
also- But also my live singing, I think I would like to improve as well. Just like my stamina
Yeah.
is the bigger goal. And then as a group, just, well, like Al said, yeah, just more music, putting out more things, really just working on this era of ours that we've entered.
Enjoy it. Just kind of marinate.
I want to improve on posting more on social media, like doing more covers and things like that. And I also want to continue improving on rapping in English, because I kind of went backwards, right? Like of course, English is my first language, my only language that I speak fluently. But when I was learning to rap, I was only learning to rap in Japanese. Like that was all like in my application for see.ker, I was rapping in Japanese. So that was like my first experience with rapping. And I was like, oh wait, I'm kind of good at this thing. But then when I started trying to like rap in English, I was like, oh, it's just really different,
It's
right?
different,
like
yeah.
the flow and the sentence structure of English is so different than Japanese.
Well, I mean, even
So
the way
it's-
that you hold your mouth when you're speaking the language is different. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so because I'm not anywhere near fluent in Japanese, but like I have a lot more experience singing in general in Japanese, but it's like twofold for rapping. It's like I definitely want to improve on rapping in English, and also trying not to cringe at myself so much, free yourself of cringe. But that's something that I definitely worked on a little bit during Breakout, is like I re-recorded that rap in Ronan's apartment like probably 100 times until I was like semi-happy with how it turned out.
It turned out
Wasn't
really,
100.
really
You
good,
weren't
and
there
we're
for
gonna
that,
tell you that a
man.
million times.
Just remember that when you're feeling cringy when you're doing something, that means you're probably doing it really well, and to amp it up even more.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what I've learned.
Sell it.
Okay.
Full send. Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I was there for a while, but also it was like when I say I re-recorded it 100 times, is like I would start and then go, nope, immediately. I'd be like off to a bad start
So real.
immediately.
Isn't that
and
just
then-
recording?
That is just recording in
Just
general,
recording.
but like definitely, especially on the rap, it's like I'm off to a bad start immediately. I'm like, I gotta restart this. Because the flow is just so important in a rap. Like you cannot take too long to say one thing or go too fast on something. It'll just mess up the whole thing.
Yeah, it's its own kind of an art.
Yeah, and singing is just I don't know. I feel like singing is so much more forgiving with the mixing than rapping. Like there's so much more room to like fix something in post whenever you're singing versus if you're rapping.
Yeah, because it's, even if you're rapping in a tone, like, singing can be auto-tuned a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
there's things about singing that are more forgiving, just like period. The overspoken word, like,
Yeah.
just period, the end. And rapping is nothing if not rhythmic spoken word, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone else want to say what they want to improve on?
Oh yeah, sorry, please. Sorry, I just cut in.
Oh no, you're good.
Well, good. You gave me time to think about an answer for once. I appreciate that.
That's what I do best.
You've been
And the
doing
bad
so
news is I
good.
still couldn't think of one.
Oh no.
You said I'm
Well-
perfect in every way.
No, it's more of a I want to work on everything all the time, as y'all
Yeah,
are very
that's
aware.
fair.
So, like, what can I improve on? Everything. Literally, growing and learning is what I like to do. So, what can I work on? Dancing and singing, and my networking skills, and my time management skills, and my rapping skills, and my learning how to dance when I don't have a dance plan skills, and stop falling on the floor all the time. I don't know. There's so many things that you can work on because this hobby has so many different facets to it. But so it's like a cop-out answer because there's so many things. I guess, well, okay, if you want to get serious and bring a little circle back around to like, the trans stuff, is like relearning your voice. Because I don't think I necessarily had to learn how to sing, but I do have to learn how to like manage my voice again because I'm not what I'm used to for the past 20, let me age myself. For like 25 years, I was a soprano who sang really high, and now I'm an alto, I think is what we all agreed on. And I'm having to like
You're a tenor.
You might be more of a tenor.
tenor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just
I already
agree with
see.
you,
I don't
but
know the fancy
I don't know
terms or
these.
anything like that. But so like my thing is, I have to improve on like learning where I am now and coming to terms that things I used to be able to do easily I can't do anymore. That I think would be mine.
That's fair.
You stole the words right out of my mouth, Ronan. I was gonna say the same thing.
Sorry, it's because
The thing that we're the same.
we're the same.
We're the same. We're like two sides of a coin. But yeah, when I started T, I was like, oh nuts. There goes all my vocal agility. I always say that, but I'm like,
Same.
dude, it's gone. I couldn't do a run to save my life.
Yeah.
But you should start T if you want to.
Yeah, don't let me dissuade you.
Nothing
Yeah.
in life is
Dissuade you.
easy, okay? Nothing in life is easy.
It
Like, I am
does
so
come back.
grateful
Yeah.
that my
The
voice sounds
skill
the way
does
it
come
does.
back. Yeah.
You just have to
But I
work
can't-
and practice.
I can't do Phantom of the Opera Christine anymore, and that used to be my party trick when I was.
Well, now
That's
now you
fine.
can be the
do
Phantom.
I can't
Exactly.
You can be the
Exactly.
Phantom.
And just remember, like,
music.
it might even end up like
Sing
you might
for
end
me,
up
my
doing
angel.
well, like I did. So
Right, karaoke stream. Let's go, everybody.
Don't worry.
Next time that I have a karaoke stream, you're all invited, okay?
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, but
Careful what you wish for.
I want to do one of those streams where like you have guests, like you do Totsu karaoke, where like they record it and then you sing over it. Yeah, I kind of want to do that sometime, so I'll invite you guys.
ooh.
I'll invite you.
You know where to
I
find
guess
us.
we
I
There's
just hope you
VTubers now.
really want to sing on Stars.
Oh lord.
Oh God.
I'm
You
sorry,
can
I'm a
only use the
freak.
rules.
I'm an on Stars freak. It's a problem. We all
Everyone
know.
we know we're on Stars freaks. It's okay.
It's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
We're actually
it's bad.
we're only allowed to sing songs from Mulan.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
We have a
Well-
really
Sequel is included.
discography.
I guess that means let's get down to business. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'll stop.
Oh,
I'll
you
stop.
said
I'll
the
stop.
thing.
You sly dog.
You said the thing.
I did. I'm so lame. I'm sorry.
I'm
Why'd you
slapping
come
the
on my
knee
stream?
right
Oh gosh. Okay. What else do I want to? Is there anything I want to do from the lightning round? Y'all, we have a whole lightning round I didn't even get to.
It's a lightning round. We can do it.
With
It's fine.
Lightning
okay,
round,
lightning
lightning
round.
round.
What do we
We'll
think
do a
about
lightning
30,
round.
30 more minutes? We think we can make 30 more minutes or less
And a lightning round?
in
Heck
a
yeah.
lightning round.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I did ask this at the beginning before we were on stream, but lightning round. Who is the silliest group member?
Neon.
What?
You have
Oh,
to
you
answer
took a breath
fast.
and it
It's
was
the
like,
lightning round.
I think
Make shit
Neon.
up.
Neon.
Neon. Okay.
Neon.
Who is the glue that keeps things together?
Ow.
Aw, thanks.
Al is definitely the peaceful.
And who's the taskmaster keeping everybody in line?
Ronan
Ronan.
and Neon.
Neon.
Actually, Zion, our staff member, in my opinion.
Yes, the other
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Yeah,
Neon
for
too.
You're the one
sure.
who also pings me and says, "Have you done this yet?" And I go, "No."
That's a good staff member, actually. Absolutely. Okay, there's a question for everybody, so you all have to answer this. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Ambivert.
Ambivert, yeah.
Yeah, ambivert.
Dang.
I think I'm
Wow.
solidly an introvert.
Oh my gosh. I got accused
We're
of being
the
an
extroverts
ambivert
of
yesterday, and I'm not sure how to take it, because I thought I was an extrovert, but I might not be one. We'll find
Honestly,
out, I guess.
don't know what I am. That's why I say ambivert.
That's okay. You can just stick with the ambivert crowd.
Yeah, I'm just
Cool.
sitting in
You're
the middle.
swaggy.
Alright, who yaps the most?
Neon.
Really?
Well, I guess when I'm
The
with
color.
Ronan, yeah.
Um,
I feel like I yap a lot.
There's a lot of yapping, but I was gonna say, I would be up on my list of yappers.
Yeah, I know.
Al does
Okay,
be
yeah, the most-
yapping.
I do be yapping.
Is it usually on topic, or is it like off topic yapping?
No.
Are you a
It
tangent?
depends.
No.
Yes and no, yeah.
Tangents. We love tangents around here. Alright,
I think I'm a yapper in a very specific way where it's like if something happened in my day, I immediately go into our Discord server and I'm like,
Yeah.
you will not believe what just happened to me.
We do
I'm
get the
kinda
Levy
like
situation
that.
updates, and that's a lot of
That's
yapping.
true.
you always know where
Levy
Levy
is
stands, and that's
I
important.
am always in a situation and they need to know about it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
This is true.
Oh my god.
I would say I'm just yapper in the sense that I'm gonna be the one sending random things to the chat that might not get replied to, but they're gonna be at least an interesting question to answer.
Who spams like reels and stuff?
Neon
Neon.
Yeah.
or Al
Yeah.
late at
Or
night.
me. Yeah, or me.
Alright, which
Doing my social media
subunit?
runs.
Oh, your social media. Which subunit is most likely to cause chaos? I think we already know the answer to this one, but go ahead.
What the
WTF.
fuck? Yeah.
WTF.
WTF.
Because they've already done it.
You guys are gonna be so shocked at our next performance at Otakon.
Y'all have
It's-
no idea.
Oh
Oof.
my god.
Oof. We
It's on a
cooked
whole
something
nother
up good.
level. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
cooked.
crazy.
Wait,
You
positive
literally cooked.
or like
You're
It's they cooked.
they
They're gonna eat.
okay.
Don't worry.
So it's egg
yeah,
themed.
we're gonna eat.
We're gonna slay. It's gonna eat. We cooked. Don't worry about
Yeah.
They cooked. They served. They ate.
Ronan.
Oh my
it. What? Stop!
cooked
Stop.
cream
Really
Don't get me
good.
started now.
That was really good. Mark that down.
So what you're telling me is it's Guy Fieri themed. Okay, cool.
I mean,
Gordon Ramsay, but
who
Gordon
knows?
Ramsay. Okay, that's fair. All right,
Bobby Flay even.
if you could switch places with another member for a day, who would it be?
Not
Ooh.
Levy. I don't want his
Oh,
situation.
Not Levy.
Oh my god.
Many situations.
That boy gets in situations.
It's
That's
not his
true.
fault that he does get in
No,
a situation.
yeah, I'm in a lot of situations. Honestly, if I was gonna switch places with someone, I don't know. Maybe Ronan, because like Ronan has like a big boy job, and I'm like, I've never had one of those.
Make
What's
sure
that
you
like?
send the day I get paid.
It's not all cracked up to be okay.
I want to switch with Al so that I can tattoo people, except I don't know how to tattoo, so it'll just be a really interesting day.
I also
You
want to
can
switch
learn,
with
you
Al
can
because Al does all the things, like everything.
Aw.
Al does all the things, and I want
What
to
do you
It's
like?
so
What? No.
I was like all over the place doing fun stuff all the time. That is true.
right.
It's also spreading myself too thin. I think that's more of what.
That is fair. That's
I
so
get
fair.
that.
can
I
relate
get
to
that.
Yeah.
I guess it's true. You never know what someone else is going through, and that's the golden rule, kids. Have a nice night.
The grass
Alright,
is always
stream
greener
end.
on the other side.
I just
Hey.
end your own.
And we're done.
Except I think everyone knows exactly what I'm going through. Hence why Ronan said they do not want to switch with me.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
Sometimes you
listen. How many times have you called the police this month?
I can't even tell you how many times I've called the police this week.
Oh,
Case in
God.
point.
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I stand by my statement.
Mondays, am I right?
Oh my god.
Next question, guys.
That question's boring. I'm gonna skip it. What's one thing you'll never be able to talk your unit mates into doing for a performance? Oh, I froze again.
Anything the WTF does.
No, I
No, that's
disagree with
not
that.
true.
We
we're
can
You-
talk them into some of the next set lists.
Yeah, we're-
Exactly.
literally talking to some of the
exactly.
set lists.
Not to spoil anything, guys.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think we all like kind of.
Everyone's down to clown. Yeah.
Everybody put on a skirt. We're a Love Live group now.
a.
And you can talk me into it. I've done it.
I think I could do it.
I don't know. I kind of like the new Love Live girls. So.
There's new ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Love Live.
Oh, I don't know
Rumor.
any. I don't go there. I don't know any.
Um,
I don't go there.
Alec cut you off. It sounded like the Love Live girls
did.
took you out.
It did. It did.
That's not Al anymore.
Snow halation.
Oh my
Look,
God,
I'm
nailed it.
That's the. Like, I don't. Yeah, I don't go there.
We'll drag you there. It's okay.
Okay.
Once you go, you don't go back.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Nothing else you can't talk everybody into? Everybody will do anything?
Pretty much.
I think. Yeah.
I guess an actual legit felony? I don't think I can
Um,
talk.
That's
It depends on what it is, I guess.
Most of us. For
I mean,
the
we
right
talked
reason.
about this recently, kind of, but I think one thing that would be really hard to talk me into is like singing in a language that isn't English or Japanese. Like that would be definitely challenging for me.
I guess that's true. I don't know if we could get everybody to do like a Korean vocal cover.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like
me
trying
and
to.
Neon. Me and Neon have.
Yeah,
And
me
Ronan.
and
I'm
Al
saying, like,
already
whole
did.
group though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't count the one that I did for much. I don't. That
Yeah.
wasn't much Korean on purpose.
But yeah, I definitely I flop with the Korean. So,
Same. I think I would butcher it a lot in pronunciation.
and then like I also feel the same about like Spanish. Like I don't think I could sing in Spanish.
I think you could, and I will help
Come
you. And I
on.
can't speak Spanish, but we'll figure it out together. Because
I agree. Spanish, you can. I think you can do it.
and also, if you can do
You
Japanese,
can do
you can probably
Japanese. you can
Spanish.
do-
Yeah,
That's-
if you can.
I think that's
Exactly.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Exactly.
But also I think it would be really fun to try and sing in Thai. Like I would love to try.
I
my
will
God.
do my best.
I love that. We just discovered what we can't get people to do. Okay.
And then we immediately decided to do it.
Exactly. All right. Let's see here. Next question I want to do. What Kai Guy idol or group do you want to meet that you haven't met yet?
Jimamu, final answer. I've talked with that individual. I've talked with him, but man, I would love to meet them in person. That'd be so swaggy.
Real.
Wow.
Jem?
I stole some of that. I still have their answers.
Is that what you said, Jem?
Yeah, I said Jim.
Oh, yeah. I love
'Cause I've
Jem.
met-
Oh my god.
Quite a few now, so not to brag, I'm pretty cool and swaggy. I've traveled and I've met people, but Jim,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. I would like to.
Yeah. Some of the Texans answers first. I have to think about who I haven't met yet.
I really like Flo. Oh, sorry.
You stole my answer. You,
Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
animal.
we can meet him together. He's just so
Very right,
cool.
right.
I like that
I-
guy. He's cool.
I really admire Flo's dancing.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think
yeah.
When Seeker first dropped, they actually followed me, and I was so shocked when I looked at their account. And I was like, "You followed me, and you're like
Oh
this
my
good?"
gosh.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool, and I still really admire how hard they work, or like how hard he works all the time.
hmm
And I just wanna chat and be like, how do you do that?
How do you do that? Yeah, how do you do that?
I want to be that.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess
Um,
not
I would
everyone,
really
but I'll give everyone else a pass if they don't have an answer.
I haven't met. Oh gosh, wait. I think. I lost it. Who was it? Who was I just? I was just thinking. Oh, this is like literally impossible and will like never happen for me. But there's a Kai Guy idol group based in Thailand called Night Res, and
Ooh.
I would absolutely love to meet them. Then my other cop-out answer, which is way more possible, is Lulu Bito or Jemmy Momo, because they're both from South America. So they're they're right over there, but I could meet them someday.
I
Slay.
would love to meet like any of the Aussie idols.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
But my
Uh,
more possible answer is Barry.
Oh, I'd love to meet Barry.
I'd love to meet Barry
I'd love to meet Barry.
too.
he was here in Texas not too long ago.
Yeah.
But I don't live in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I didn't get to
true.
go to that. She was at Colossal Con.
Yeah, it was at the
Last
Kalahari.
year.
But Barry has interacted with Seeker stuff before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
That's
just
what I'm
one
saying.
degree
Much
away.
more plausible.
Much more plausible, yeah.
Yes.
But I would love to meet the Aussie idols. I'm like mutuals with a few of them.
Aw.
And yeah, like I'm mutuals with like Idol Lab. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar, but
Okay.
they're like an Aussie group.
Mhm.
But yeah, I love their culture over there. They really like the Australians. Really like full steam ahead on the idol
Yeah.
stuff. Like they were kind of on it much like long before America.
Yeah, they go
Oh,
really
yeah.
hard.
They
go
also
very
have a
hard.
nice infrastructure built for it that America just doesn't have.
Well,
because
you
they
can
have,
literally
like,
take a
community
3-hour
spaces.
plane. You can take like a 3-hour plane from Australia to Japan.
Yeah.
That's
So,
true. That's
yeah.
true.
So it's really
The
not that
infrastructure-
shocking.
Ours is like a hop, step, and a jump, and then like 16 hours.
Yeah.
The hop, step, and the jump is just at an
Longest
airport.
Freaking
Yeah, like
flight.
you-
It's like connecting flights.
You could take a day trip from Australia to Japan theoretically.
Mm,
Oh my god.
So
that's
it's
like
not
a lot.
shocking that they were so ahead on that stuff.
yeah. Fair. Good answers. Okay. Let's see here. Favorite questions. Who's your favorite 2D idol?
Miku. Always Miku.
Miku. What kind
My
of-
favorite
Vocaloids are in their
2D
own like realm for me, and
Yeah.
Ren is the correct answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, oh, are you guys being haters? Oh,
No, I like Ren too.
I'm not hating.
he's
I'm just not
okay.
loving that much.
don't test me.
Because the real answer is Gakko, but
piss
that's
me off.
okay, and we all know this.
When he gets
My-
a weak, call me.
My favorite 2D idol is Supersonico. I think she's
Yes.
technically a guitarist, but she's an idol.
That's fair.
She's an idol in our hearts.
Yeah.
She has headphones. She's an idol. Yep.
She does music. She's
Exactly.
a
Counts.
She
girl idol.
sings, she sings, she's a model,
It
she's
counts.
an idol.
It counts.
My best love live girl is Nico. If that
Oh
counts for
my
anything.
god.
What?
Mine's no Demi.
That's funny. My very first clip on my channel was me saying Nico Nico Ni.
Oh. Oh, if I was gonna give a real 2D idol answer, it would be oh my goodness, wait, what's his name? I don't know if he's technically an idol. He's from Paradox Live.
That counts.
The orange guy from Paradox Live. He's my
Orange
goat.
guy.
He's my goat,
You
man.
don't
He's
know
also
his
orange.
name!
Yeah, okay,
Does
no,
Zenitsu guy?
no. You guys don't get it. He's my goat because he's a rapper and he's orange.
Okay. All right.
Is
We'll
it the
take
one that
it.
looks like Zenitsu?
No. Wait. I'm literally looking him
Google,
up right
Google.
now. I'm so
Wiki.
fake right now.
Like,
Satsuki.
like,
Oh my god, it was on the
orange guy.
tip. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, Saki? No, that's not his name. Satsuki. That's his name.
All
But yeah,
right,
that's my goat right there.
works for me. All right, everybody has
Wish I
to
had an
answer.
answer.
Come on. Huh?
I don't have an. I don't have an answer.
You don't have an
I-
answer?
I
You're
don't
like,
because
I
I.
Who's your
I
favorite
like
love
those.
girl?
I don't have one. I listen.
What?
I love.
Which the
I
last one you
listen.
cosplayed?
Yeah,
Last
we
one
have to
I
kick you out of
cosplayed
the
was
group.
Kanan. I know.
Okay, there
I
you go.
know. Listen, it's between
It's
Kanan and
Kanan.
Ellie and Yo. I don't have a favorite of all three. It's also like Hanayo, but none of them are like my top favorite. I like a lot
Well,
of them.
Muse is the best.
Muse is
That is a true
top-
statement. That is a true. I will stand by that. If you want me
Hanayo is
to
also
list
top.
favorite 2D idol groups, I can do that. Trigger, top of the line. Muse, top of the line.
Wait, your
Yeah.
guy
Two
from
Wink.
Visual
I don't even
Prisons
care
and
about
Visual
OnStars, but their
Prisons?
name is just too good.
You
The
said
real
I love
two
those
Wink,
little gay
like,
boys.
I do like those
Bro.
little gay boys. What?
What about your Visual Prison Boys? That's not one of your
That's not-
favorite 2Ds?
No, that counts.
I
That
wouldn't-
counts.
I would not count that one specifically for this question of favorite 2D idol because I will. The next question on the list, because I do my research,
Wow, you're looking
I
at my
would- that
list.
would-
I hate you.
that would be my favorite answer.
Okay, so for those of you reading ahead, what's
It's
your
me.
favorite 2D or 2.5D idol or idol adjacent project?
Visual Prison. the
Visual
gay
Prison is
vampires doing
incredible.
Wait,
Visual
do
Prison is
VTubers
incredible.
count?
I'm sorry. It's so good.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite things ever. I have.
it's so good.
I have so much merch from it now.
I want to cosplay from it so bad.
Who do you want to cosplay? Because I do cosplay Anji from it. Just FYI.
Oh, I want to
Just
cosplay
saying.
Eve.
Okay, we need 2 more people to be in the group.
Okay, come on,
Just
guys,
saying.
come on.
Come on. Who else is going to be gay
Let's
vampire?
go.
Who's left?
Who wants to be my lover?
Question mark.
Listen,
Not the
question mark? What? It's a weird ending to the show. I think they're in love, but also the guy knew his dad. It's weird. Don't worry about it. And then he dies.
Don't
But
Don't worry about it.
Is
his name is Gil.
what?
His name is Gil. He's really cool.
Don't worry about it. I'm
It's
worried
okay.
now.
Weirder things have been said on my stream. It's fine.
Someone else name a franchise.
Favorite 2D idol project would be Hypnosis Mike, shortly
Same.
followed by Paradox Live.
Understandable.
Mine is
Understandable.
also Hypnosis Mike because the only other project I know about is Love Live, and that's not it. So
That's fair. Yes, you have to
I'm gonna say
answer.
A3.
Hello?
Is
Um,
anyone else gonna answer?
We broke
Oh.
Neon.
Does what count?
Does VTubers count?
Yeah, it's
Idol
adjacent.
adjacent.
It's adjacent.
Fuck yeah, dude. Niji, Sanji, En. Fuck you guys.
Okay.
That just covers all of them, all the bases.
That's adjacent. Yeah, that's adjacent. They make music. It's adjacent.
I'm the only VTuber guy in this group, so
I don't
nobody
know what
else
you're.
cares.
What's a VTuber? Sorry.
I know some VTuber stuff because I've got it through osmosis through you. It's fine.
Through osmosis.
Name a
Also
VTuber.
through Osmosis 3.
Name a VTuber.
Wait, that.
Guys, I could name
I
a
I can't name the one that I
Okay,
know.
obvious.
Okay, I can't name that one. You know who I'm trying to name, but I can't name them for legal purposes.
I can't name any of the ones I know.
Guys, I know the shark one, Gura.
There you go.
That's the
a
only one I
VTuber.
know.
I know that one.
Bye
'cause
bye,
she's a
Gura.
shard.
And I know Fua Moko. I know them.
There you
I
go.
know
I know Phoebe. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
There you
That's
go.
true.
Yeah.
That's my favorite VTuber.
Rico. Alrighty, lightning round.
All right. Who's your favorite 3D JP idol?
Ooh.
Do any of you actually like care that much about 3D idols?
Oh,
like,
Oh,
Me,
do
me,
not. Do not.
me.
do
I
not do
just
this
know
to us.
some people
not
are
do this to us.
way more into like not idols or 2D or.
Don't even worry about
Okay.
it.
No, so like, if you ask me this question, I'd be down a rabbit hole. Because are we talking like mainstream 2D Japanese idols, or like are we including underground in this?
Anything, all things, more than one. You can answer more than one. Go for it.
Okay, because I absolutely adore she was in a group called Chick Flick, but her name is Taman, and she's like my favorite 3D idol right now, because I'm not even into like tokusatsu or like Power Rangers and that kind of stuff, but I'm obsessed with her just because she posts videos every single day on Twitter of her role playing as a Power Ranger. Like full on,
amazing.
she sets her phone up in her room, she steps back from the camera silently and just starts like pretending to do a Power Ranger transformation. I'm talking like clockwork she does this, and that's why she's my favorite.
I like that. That's ambitious. I
favorite?
like it.
Okay. My favorite is Kigimori Prince from Mezemoa. If you know me, I'm obsessed with Mezemoa. And literally, I don't think I would be the idol I am today without Kigimori Prince, because I'm insane. And I watched so many dance covers not knowing who this guy was for like ever. And then one day I was like, oh, I love this little indie produced idol group who keep kissing and killing each other in music videos. That's weird. Wait, this guy looks really familiar. Oh my god, it's that guy who from all the dance covers I learned when I was younger. Oh my, I'm in love with him. And now he is my literal, he's my Oshi forever. I love him so much. Kigimori
that.
Prince. And if you don't know about Mezemoa, I'm plugging the
Now you do.
I love that.
Now you do. Anyways, I'm insane.
Lightning round.
Anyone else?
Anybody?
The JP idol that I follow the closest is Heidi. Does she count?
Yes.
She counts.
Yeah, she
Okay.
counts.
Counts.
Then Heidi.
I'll be so real. I don't really know any JP3 idols.
That's fair
Got
too.
anybody? You got any Korean idols?
Oh yeah.
All of Twice, and they're not K-pop or J-pop, but all of Cat's Eye.
Oh my god. If we're talking about K-pop, don't even get me started.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know for me if I have a singular J-pop idol, but I've always loved Perfume.
Oh,
They've always been one of my
yeah.
biggest inspirations,
Perfume's
and
so good.
yeah, I've always loved them for a really long.
They have
If we're talking,
incredible
Uh-huh.
production value, like to their
I
singles.
know.
Yeah.
yeah, I've always loved their aesthetic. So
Yeah.
and if we're talking about K-pop, like SHINee's always been my favorite as well, and Key is my favorite. So
I was gonna ask K-pop or J-pop, but
K-pop.
well,
not to be as biased, but
The music or the dances?
anything,
Yeah.
everything.
I
You
can't
have to
pick
choose
for
one.
music. But for dances, I will say K-pop.
K-pop has really difficult dances, but they're very cool.
I know. They look so freaking cool. I want to
Yeah.
be cool one day.
You
But
are
J-pop-
cool to
Pop.
me.
Gave
Well,
us
I
just-
USA.
I just love J-pop.
so-
Oh, I'm not
USA.
Come on, baby,
America.
Back in
That's-
my days.
I
That's
love that
true.
dance. I'm sorry, I love that dance. I just do. There was
so
a really
great.
funny clip of that being performed on some like music show. I can't remember which one. But a bunch of the Token Rambu musical guys were also performing in the same episode. And so it like they go over to all the other guests while they're like doing the outro to USA, and like they're all dancing to it, but they're in like full Token Rambu dress,
Bro.
attire, and wigs, and like it's pretty good.
Did you not know that Token Rambu actually takes place in the United States?
It does now.
It does now.
It does now.
Come on, baby, America.
I love that. Anybody else K-pop or J-pop? Anybody?
J-pop.
J-pop. I'm a J-pop, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of bounce between, but I think mostly J-pop.
Right,
like-
I'm gonna tell your wife on you.
So okay, listen, I love K-pop too. Yes. Okay, my K-pop bias is Moonbyul from Mamamoo because that's my wife. And the only what's it called whenever you have a relationship with somebody that doesn't actually know you exist?
Parasocial.
Parasocial.
My only parasocial relationship is that I am married to Moonbyul of Mamamoo. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
She
it.
doesn't know, but I have met her in person, and she it's cool. It's awesome. We're married.
Congratulations.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
and they're married and in love.
and we're married. It's so cool. So I do love K-pop, but if I had to pick one, it would be J-pop.
Mhm.
I
In
was
my head, I'd pick J-pop.
I was in the like early 2000s J-pop trenches, like 3D J-pop idols trenches, and like got back into like 90s and 80s and 70s idols for a little while. So it's
Listen,
J-pop
they're
for
good.
me. Yeah,
good,
there's some
yeah.
really good music. If like
There's some
one of
fun
my
music.
favorite groups is actually like a rock band called Otokogumi. I love Otokogumi.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, their stuff slapped. It was so good.
Are you
Anyway.
familiar with Puffy, the Japanese rock band Puffy?
Yeah.
They're a little bit. I think they're
They're a
not.
little
That's how
more-
I was that's how I was introduced to Japanese music.
Oh
was
my
through Puffy
gosh.
when I was like 6. I'm not kidding. Like
I don't even remember what my like gateway thing was. Probably Digimon music. Honestly, like character
you
songs.
are
Love you
speaking.
too.
Yeah.
You're speaking the
Please raise
scriptures to me. You're speaking the scriptures to me right now. I'm a Digimon obsessed person. I have a Digimon like eat a
Oh my
wall.
gosh.
You're
I love that.
You said
Yes.
Digimon,
I
and I,
love
saw
that.
like from the distance in the direction of where Levy lives, a light appeared.
light.
and I heard from the sun.
Oh my gosh, no, I love the Digimon music albums. I
No,
specifically
they're
I
so
love
good. The character songs are so good.
Yeah, I specifically for Digimon Tamers, I
yeah.
loved those. I love those so much.
Yeah.
Do you wanna
Which
talk
one
about
of?
how Digimon swag jacked us?
Digimon swag jacked us because like last year they released a new project called Digimon Seekers.
Can you believe it?
Literally our concept.
No. They got you.
Stole our idea.
Oh
They
my
made that for
gosh.
me.
They did make that for you, Levy.
All right, I've got 5 more questions. One of them is somewhat serious, but the other ones are really silly.
Let's
What is your
go.
greatest strength as an idol?
Email.
Says the person who wasn't emailing me.
That's not even true. I sent you an email.
Okay.
And
Is that
email.
some? It was a joint effort.
Okay.
Don't test me.
Yeah, Neon's greatest strength is email. Every
I
day
like
they wake
that.
up and they send emails.
I have a sticker on my water bottle that says every day I get email, and then I have a shirt that says every day I send email. That's how many emails.
If you need an electronic
I'm
mail
good
thing,
at emails.
Neon's got you.
I'm very
Yeah, I
good at
got you.
emails. I had to get very good at emails in a previous work position, and yeah. Actually,
My
they told me I was
greatest
mean.
My greatest strength as an idol is just my swag. That's
Swag.
it.
So
Nice.
That's true.
Fair.
Nice.
Fair.
Levy is our
That's
visual.
my visual.
Yep.
Yes, 100% our visual. Levy's
Like
cooler
the-
Our
than
maknae.
left.
The singing, whatever, the dancing, whatever, guys, it's my swag that keeps me going.
You know my
I'm
swag,
literally
not my
here to
story.
serve.
Levy's actually so disrespectful because he's the maknae and yet he ate first.
Yeah, can you believe that?
That was so
I didn't
stupid.
mean
I'm
it,
so sorry.
guys.
No, stand by your truth. Stand by your truth.
Oh no, I froze
No,
again.
that
There we
I
go. I'm
said.
back. Oh my god, sorry, I froze again. I don't know
I'd
what's
say
going
for
on.
me, I'm the vocal. That's,
Okay.
that's probably my that's probably
Nice.
my strength.
It's a good strength to have when
You're
you're an idol.
definitely the lead vocal.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's why.
I guess my dancing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that for you, Ari.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's definitely at least in my stage presence, maybe more specifically.
You always have a smile when you're on stage.
Yeah, I
Aw,
think your
that's
facial
good. That's
expressions are
hard.
very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even in dance practice, like our staff will tell me, yeah, I really liked like how your presence that you're bringing to this song or whatever. Which I'm just a little guy doing my little thing. So it's really nice to hear though.
Ronan,
I
what's your
just realized-
strength?
It's networking.
Oh.
That's yeah.
I
Nope,
just realized
networking.
none
Hey!
of us have ears.
That would be.
Yeah,
No,
me's
I'm
don't
good.
have ears.
I
Me's
know,
don't-
right?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right.
None of us have ears.
Oh no. Oh my god, I don't have ears either. Oh no. Oh no.
You can at least say yours are covered.
Yeah, yours are behind your ear or behind your hair.
We're
Your
just-
ears are behind your ears.
If I move my
Yeah.
head fast enough, can you see it? No. Okay, next question. That was everybody, right? Okay. Would you rather fight one bear-sized goose or two goose-sized bears?
Do we get
all
a
of them
weapon?
at once.
You can have a weapon, sure.
A gun?
No, no guns.
That's what I was wondering. Oh,
Does it have
Dang.
to be like a primitive weapon, like just one?
Yes, you
Okay.
can have like a stick. I'll give you a stick.
What kind?
what kind of bear?
Are we talking like? Yeah, what kind of bear?
A big
got
one.
So I was
Grizzly
gonna
bear.
A
choose
grizzly bear,
goose-sized
yes, a
bears,
grizzly bear. How's that?
Two
but
goose-sized.
several
grizzly bears?
members of this group have been bitten by dogs.
Oh god.
And
I
know
am
it's
not
probably
convinced
no.
that you all could defeat either of these.
Is the dog
Um,
sorry, right?
I have my answer, guys.
I want to hear it.
Go
I'm
for it.
gonna say a bear-sized goose because I feel like I could break its neck.
Okay.
Mm.
We got a little
And-
violent on
Good
that
answer.
one, but okay.
You know,
No,
Yeah.
it's
like
just
you know, it's like you hear about people getting attacked by like emus and stuff, and they're just
Yeah.
like, you just gotta break its neck, man. And it's, I think I could do that to a bear-sized
Oh
goose.
my god.
Good answer. Good answer.
I think you could.
Unfortunately well thought out answer.
Because like, what's it gonna do, really?
No, for real.
Have you ever
Okay, so vicious.
been
I
chased
wanna say
by
that
a
right now.
goose?
They
Yeah.
are
Many
vicious.
times.
Vicious.
As a goose and
Goose
chase like
goose teeth?
They are vicious, but I would also go for bear-sized goose because a goose-sized bear, goose are big, so those would not be as small of a bear as you're thinking. Those would be two pretty good-sized bears.
Yeah,
depending on
those
what
are
kind
like
of
bear
bear.
cubs.
Yeah, bear
cubs.
cubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like the bear-sized goose is still the smart answer.
Get
because
mauled
goose-sized
cutely.
bears
I
are
agree.
pretty big.
That's my answer too.
Okay.
I have my thoughts.
Geese have teeth, guys.
Yeah.
They do have teeth. Oh, I'm aware. I have it by both dogs and geese. Thank you very much.
So having been
The
the
deep
survivor
lore.
of two brutal dog attacks, they weren't brutal, only my hand got bitten.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I think I would simply just take all three on at once. And I would throw one of the goose-sized bears at the goose. Wait, no,
Word.
one of the bears. Help.
The
Uh-huh.
goose-sized
Goose-sized bear?
bears.
Yeah.
I would throw one of the tiny ones at the big one, and then when he's
Yeah.
distracted, I would take out the other bear, and then I would turn around, and they would be fighting each other instead of me, and then I would hop on the back.
That's
of
a
the goose,
good strat.
That's well thought out, yeah.
And then I just let them duke it out until the goose ultimately beats the other bear, and then the goose is gonna be exhausted and wounded, and then I win.
There you go.
Man
Boom.
is the #1 predator.
Okay, so
This bear
now
cub. How old? How like goose-sized bear? Like, are we like we're saying it's cub-sized, right? How old are we thinking?
I'm thinking
This is an
probably
important
mature
question.
bear,
Okay, okay.
just cub
Because hear me out. A cub at 1 year old is 70 pounds.
Yeah.
I do want to see you throw a 70-pound cub at a goose. That
Do
is
you
actually
even
there.
lift? Do you even
I can go
lift?
practice.
Oh,
with
I
my nieces
can.
and nephews
I
right
do
now.
lift.
you even live?
I could do it. I could do it. I think I could do it.
Okay.
This
Okay.
was a
I only
good,
need
good
to
talk,
throw it
good talk.
hard enough, not far enough. Hard enough.
Those are kind of similar, but I won't fight you on it.
Nope. As long as it hits the goose.
Okay, okay.
Alright. Alright, next question. Who survives in a horror movie in the group?
Ooh, I think we've actually answered this with each other before.
Yeah, I think we have.
Am I allowed to say what I would do? Okay. I would just kill myself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
sorry,
I
I
don't
can't
have to
laugh
worry
at that.
about
I'm
it.
not laughing. I'm not
No,
laughing.
it's okay. No, that's my default answer for zombie apocalypse, for
Okay,
end
hold
of the
on.
world. Like I ain't living.
No, I don't want
If
it.
you
Yeah.
put me
I know
in
horror.
a situation in which there could be things coming after me, such as bear-sized geese or geese-sized bears, I'm just gonna kill myself.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just not
that's
worried
yeah,
about it.
Agree.
And what kind of horror is in the movie? Like, is this a slasher? Is this zombies? Is this?
Let's
demons?
go for a slasher movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just killing myself.
I would make.
I
this
think I
after
might
all
have
of
a heart
them
attack and
came.
die like a rabbit.
I think
Terrible question. I'm sorry.
I think I'm surviving Do we see the situations I be in? I'm surviving that
Oh
situation.
yeah. Oh, Levy's absolutely the final.
Levy like has a makeshift like bat weapon. He's taking it out.
Oh my gosh.
I'd make the slasher fall in love with me, and then I'd break their heart, and then they'd be too sad.
Fair.
You slashed their heart right in half.
Fair.
Yeah, I slash their. You slash me, I slash your heart.
Exactly.
So, what I'm getting from this is we're about 50-50.
Yeah.
Half
sure.
of us are fine, half of us are not fine.
But I would like it on the record that if we were in a zombie apocalypse, I would survive because my parents convinced me that zombies were real when I was a child,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and so I was a prepper.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I was like boiling water and hiding out under my bed.
All right, so Neon's apartment is gonna be our safe house during the apocalypse.
Yeah.
We just
Right.
have to get to Alabama.
It's not gonna be hard.
Good luck. Good luck, soldiers.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
there's
not
the
ice
answer to
cream.
my zombie apocalypse question that was going to follow. So, okay, cool. Now I know. All right, and last question. We're going to go out on a big one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody has to answer this one.
All
Everybody.
right.
What fruit or vegetable do you identify with the most?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Tough one. Tough one. Dig deep. Dig deep.
You got me thinking
Hmm.
about the essences of fruit right now.
LaCroix.
Yeah, this one doesn't really eat or vegetables.
Okay, wait a minute. You didn't need to say all that. I don't know why you.
It's
felt
okay.
the need.
It's okay. Let
I
them
don't know
know.
Don't tell
Let-
me it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay, Pookie. Let them know.
I'll teleport into your closet tonight.
I miss you.
You miss me?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh woo. Oh whoa.
I think I would be a radish.
Okay.
Is that
It's
fruit?
bad.
Well, to ask how
Icon.
pedantic we about to be, 'cause
Vegetable.
I'm technically like what we've counted as a fruit vegetable, because that's technically a tuber. I'm pretty sure it's a root. But
It's a root vegetable.
okay, so potatoes count as a root.
How about if it's in the produce
Sure.
section, then we can claim it.
Yeah, if it's in
Well-
the produce section, that's fine. At any kind of grocery store. It can be like a from another country even.
Al is Lou going wild? What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. They're fighting.
It
It's
sounds
like
The
like
boys
tap
are fighting.
dancing.
The boys are fighting.
It just sounds like tap dancing in the background. It's fine.
It's
Oh,
really-
my dog's nails are really long and he refuses.
Yeah.
They're just
That's
doing
fair.
paradiddles.
Yeah.
I think.
I
I gotta look at the list of fruits. I don't know fruits, guys.
asked a really hard question. I'm sorry.
but
Can I
know
give
I'm
my
not a
edgy
vegetable.
answer?
Yes.
What's your
Yes.
edgy answer?
The Romanesco, because I think it's
What the hell is that?
Okay.
It's a
motherfucker.
It's part of the broccoli slash cabbage family. It's like
Not
it,
slash cabbage.
listen, okay. I guess technically cauliflower is what it's part of, but not
Ah.
whatever it is. It's one of those. I think cauliflower. Don't quote me there.
Oh,
But-
look it up. It does look like cauliflower, but green.
But it's basically it shows the, if I'm correct, the Fibonacci sequence on its sprouting of its different
Oh.
branches, and I think it's cool
Oh.
and it's mathematical.
Yeah, you're
and
pretty
it
broccoli
tastes
coated.
good, and I think we say broccoli coated, but I want to be edgy about it because I like Romanesco, and
That's
also
fair.
my name is Ro, so
Ah.
Whatever, nerd.
yeah.
I
I
like my
think-
vegetables to have math in them.
So do you see why this fits so well? Says a
It's
guy who
good.
was really bad at math.
It's good.
Bro likes the math vegetable. Bro likes the two things kids hate the most.
I think I am adjacent to a tomato.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I like tomatoes, green tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes. Yeah, I think and tomato can also be both a fruit or vegetable question mark, or it's more, I guess. But I think I
Well,
thought really long and
tomato-
hard about it. But
And there's a
tomato.
lot of like flavors of tomato.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's heirloom tomatoes, there's fried green tomatoes. Yeah.
Okay.
I
okay.
identify with all fruits. Be
Is it
who
'cause you're
you
gay?
are for your pride.
Be who you are for your pride.
I identify with a few different fruits, I think, for different reasons, and I will give these reasons.
Okay.
Boysenberry because I'm a boy and fruity.
Mhm.
Good one.
Cherries because IDK, they're just cool
Yeah.
and they're red. Any of the red ones, really.
The red one.
The strawberries, the pomegranates, you know, like the raspberries. But I think the fruit of all fruits, I think raspberry.
Mm,
Fair.
I can see that.
Yeah, like
Isn't that one of the like principal flavors in Dr. Pepper? Is that why?
cherries also is, and cherries was actually gonna be my choice, but I was like, wait, I said cherries already. I can't say cherries again, even if it's my actual choice. So,
That's fair. I'll let you backtrack.
yeah.
It's fine.
I'm a Dr. Pepper fiend.
I love
So
Dr.
that's-
Pepper. Not as
Yeah,
much
I'm
as Finn
tempted.
likes Dr. Pepper, but my spouse likes Dr. Pepper more than I do, but only barely.
I don't think this group has ever seen me not have a Dr. Pepper in hand at boot camp,
Oh my gosh.
and it's not great, and I'm not proud of it. But I'm Texan. and
Be who
I
you
love my
are.
Dr. Water, and I will
Oh, you're
stand by
right.
that.
Pride.
Oh my gosh.
I wish there was an American flag or a Texas flag waving behind me right now, like faded in.
And a
Pride
Dr.
flag.
Pepper in your hand.
Yeah, I might have
Alright.
a hoodie.
Nice. I love that. All right. Well, that's all I've got.
We did it.
We did
Yay!
it.
Yay from Los Limos, as Doris said.
Before I say my parting things to y'all, any parting words from y'all? Anything like message you want to get out or important thing you want to say that hasn't come up?
I
or
would
just
Thank
something
you
silly.
so very much. Thank you very much for having
Yes,
me.
thank
An
you
honor.
for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
No, thank
It's been an
you.
honor. This is our first interview. I couldn't have asked for a better first one. I had a lot of fun. This was
Yes.
really exciting.
I'm glad. I was like, I'm gonna be boring.
And the,
Help.
no. It's been so fun. And even like in DMs, just chatting with you has been so fun. Like the energy is great. That's the energy I need from people when I'm messaging them. So it's perfect.
Ah,
And
thanks.
like anyone watching, especially any trans people watching, like just keep being who you are. Your existence is resistance in itself, and things are getting scary. But as long as we have each other, we got each other's backs. So
Yep.
be who you are.
For your pride.
We've
Yes,
reached the
thank you so much
point
for
in the
having
night.
us.
No, thank y'all for coming on. Like for real, that was gonna be like my whole big emotional end piece, but no, Thanks for taking a chance of coming on my silly little VTuber stream and letting me talk your ears off and get to know more about Seeker and you as individuals and all of your upcoming things. And yeah.
And I highly recommend to anyone who's gonna do any kind of interview stuff, go to the bathroom before you start.
Yeah. Go to the bathroom and get
Or else-
water. Are you dying
or
right
else
now,
the minute you
everyone?
start- I might have had to go since we started.
Oh my god, Ari.
I've literally had to like BRB on a like ad break before, so I'll let you
And
out
I've
of
been
here.
drinking water the whole time too. I'm just
Oh god.
perpetual misery of my own.
I was brought dinner, but it was after the stream already started, so my dinner's just been sitting on my plate next to me
Oh,
this entire
go
time.
eat. Go eat dinner.
I just like Finn came over and I just handed them the plate and I was like mouthed the word microwave.
I love it.
It's real love.
Put a glass of water in the microwave to keep the moisture in the food. You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Any other parting words? Anybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Alex Pinku, I love you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you to everyone who joined the stream, both like people who came from our end and people who came like from like your Twitch following end. Like we super appreciate it. Like both new people to us and like pre-existing people. Like thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, like the cop out, like go follow us on We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have YouTube.
Yes.
Please
Yes.
go follow
Go follow
us.
them. Their socials
Keep your
are
official-
in the website, I think.
Yes,
Yes.
they are.
My brain is just like, what is website? What is press kit? My brain is not
So real.
working.
They are both.
They are.
They are in both.
They are. All right. What else?
Okay.
Anybody? Anybody?
I think that's it.
Okay.
On all the stuff we have coming out for y'all. And thank you again for having us.
No, and thank y'all
But
for.
do you guys want to
coming
try and
on.
do We Are Seeker all together?
Let's try to do
Okay,
it.
okay.
I'll count to 3 and then we do it.
Okay, wait. Let me do my outro first. It'll be the last thing everybody hears before I go to the end.
Okay.
Sound
Okay.
good? Sound
Ronan,
good?
are you gonna count us down?
Okay.
Am I gonna count? Yeah, I can count us down.
Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Everybody who is an existing Seeker fan or somebody who's new to my Oshis. My Oshis, I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. You heard my sob story about A Idol. But stay tuned. I'll be back tomorrow with a Ace Attorney stream, everybody. And then next week I do have another interview lined up that I'm gonna be announcing hopefully tomorrow. So I have to make that doc very fast. Okay, that's all I've got. I'm gonna send you guys off. Wait, let me check something. Hold on. Sorry. Yes. I'm gonna end stream after that, but we'll go to the outro. Okay. Y'all do your thing.
Okie dokie, everybody. Let's go. Goodbye. We are Seeker. Ready? On 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We are Seeker.
I am frozen again, but you know it. It's the end of the stream. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. And thank you, Seeker. Bye.
Bye.